and we'll go to the side. I'm ready, officer. Okay, it's like a whole bunch of pictures of me on here. That's gonna freak me out. I'm gonna just hide your picture. Okay. I'm gonna hide. Okay, there we go. Oh, and they can hear me. Sorry, y'all. All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving today as your presiding judge. This is our specialty court docket. I'm looking forward to working with each of you this morning. I hope that you have fared well with the storm. I now have power. And so, yes, and I'm excited about that. And so, listen, I hope everyone has done very well. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, before we get started, I should let you know that we have Cody Hanna in the courtroom. And then who's in the back of the courtroom?
That's Robin Roberts. I believe she's a new intake for Mr. Griffin.
All right, and then Ms. Roberts is here. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. Ms. Roberts is a new intake, so the room, I believe Ms. Cleveland has already set up the intake room, or the conference room, so that we are able to put the attorneys in a breakout room when Mr. Griffin is ready. He is here in the courtroom, but when he's ready, Ms. Wilson will let you know. Okay, she's going up to drop. Mr. Hanna, have you dropped already?
Not yet. His sheet is up there. I wanted him to be seen.
Let's have him go drop, and then I'll talk to you before I call your case, okay? Because it may take a moment.
Okay.
Ms. Cleveland, let's get him up to test. Yeah, but will that dilute?
Your Honor, is this that you can't go yet? Is that what
That's
you're-
what I'm saying, just like.
All right. Mr. Reed, let me have you place your appearance on the record.
Yes, Judge, thank you, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. Good morning, and can you hear me?
They're gonna have to turn you up a little bit on my end, but yes, I can hear you and I can see you. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Your motion is granted.
Thank you.
That's the first time I've ever heard that Mr. Reed was too quiet, Your Honor.
Yes.
But for the record, Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion as Mr. Reed did, if he did, because I couldn't really hear him either. But
All right, he did. He made his motion and I've granted it. Mr. Fikes, good morning to you, and I am granting your motion as well.
thank you, Judge.
All right, let me have the case managers place your appearance. Give me 1 second. Yes, sir. Probably. Okay, thank you, because I have interviews today that I have to do here.
Yeah, I didn't know you were covering, so.
Yeah, I didn't either, but yeah. Okay. All right, very good. All right, let's do it. For the case managers, Ms. Cleveland is physically in the courtroom. Ms. Cleveland?
Thank you, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for specialty court.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Cleveland. And then Mr. Griffin, you're at the top of the screen. Mr. Griffin? Mr. Griffin?
Good morning, Judge. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right, thank you, Mr. Griffin. I know you're working, you're busy this morning.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Yancey?
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. With that, are there any preliminary matters for my consideration? Let's start with the attorneys first.
Yes, Judge, I do understand that there's a new intake, a Robin Robbins. When that person is available, I'd like to go into a breakout room and discuss the court's order. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. And as soon as Mr. Griffin, he's getting her tested, he's taking care of some other preliminary things. When he brings her down to go into that breakout room, I'll make sure he lets you know. So Ms. Wilson can place the two of you in the breakout room.
Thank you, Judge.
And
All
Your
right,
Honor,
wonderful.
and then after Mr. Reed is finished with the intake, I would like to go into a breakout room with Mr. Cody. Hannah.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll make that happen as well.
Thank
All
you.
right. Any preliminary matters from case managers? Ms. Cleveland?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a couple of things. I have 2 promotions that I'm recommending today. Crystal Tellez and Ms. Nicole Fetzer. I believe she's on. I'm not
She
sure.
is. Yes, she is.
And also, Mr. Jose Guerrero is not on the, he's not on the, docket for today. He's actually on for the 9th. I sent a message to him to let him know that he wasn't, but I don't think he received my message.
All right. So, Mr. Guerrero, you are not scheduled to see me until September 9th. So I'm gonna have you dial back in, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, good to see you. Things are well?
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is fine. Everything is fine.
All right, great. I'll see you on the 9th.
Okay, Josh. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, any other preliminary matters? All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, do you have any preliminary matters for the court?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Hannah, I am gonna talk to you before I call your case, okay? Let me get my 2 promotions done on this morning. What a great way to start out the Friday. All right, Ms. Tellez, unmute for me.
Good morning, Ms. Holmes.
Good morning. Look at you. You are being promoted today. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
And you are still smiling. Looks like you're still going to work. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm at work right now.
You are, how's baby William doing?
He's getting big. He'll be 9 months on the 15th. So he's getting big.
Wow. Oh, does he have a job yet?
No, not yet.
I bet he's drinking up enough milk and eating up enough food to have a job, right?
Yes, he is. He's my baby. I love him so much. He's so adorable.
Yes, he is gorgeous. Are you taking good care of yourself, Miss Tellez?
Yes, ma'am. I'm making all my appointments and taking care of everything I need to take care of. I'm staying up to date with everything. So
all right, that's awesome. Let me place your case number on the record. U534-61319, U563-53620, and U594-21421. State your full name for the record.
Crystal Marie Tellez, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Miss Cleveland, it's recommending, it's Friday. Miss Cleveland, it's recommending that you be promoted to phase 3. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I want Miss Cleveland to tell me why and tell you why she's recommending you for promotion. Miss Cleveland?
Your Honor, Ms. Tellez is doing a wonderful job staying connected with her services in this program and making good progress. Just as a brief history, she entered our program back in February 6th of 2020. She did leave us for a little while. She was gone for about, I think it was about seven or 8 months that she was gone, but she has returned to us. And when she returned to us, she grasped hold of this program and just started to knock it out of the park. I really, really love working with Ms. Tellez. She has completed quite a bit of her phase 2 requirements.
Can you place on the record which ones?
Yes, Your Honor. She has done her, I'm so sorry. She didn't have to do that. I apologize. She has done her community service and completed that fully in addition to hours above that. She is working on her arm module now. Your Honor. She's near completion with that as well. And the other thing that she had to do was, I apologize. Oh, she regained her license, Your Honor, without having to go through a restricted process.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that was one of her goals that was achieved. Based on her charges, there's only a certain amount of things that she had to do for phase two. But she's got, she has to finish paying off her fees and costs, which she has been working on. So there's still a little bit more to go, but in phase three, I don't have any doubt that she's gonna go ahead and finish it. I'm sorry, I don't have this.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. Is she still connected to services?
Yes, Your Honor. She's still within therapy. She's still receiving all of her treatment as ordered, Your Honor. As far as being in good compliance, she's good with her screens. She is working. She got a good job now. And let's see, she had a car she was trying to get. So a lot of her goals are being obtained, and permanent housing. Even though she has to move now, and I believe she's been out investigating them, but she is really well suited to get permanent housing, which is another one of her goals, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Tellez, is there anything else you want to add as to why you're being promoted to phase 3 today?
No, I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I've been trying my best. I've been trying, like Ms. Cleveland said, to handle everything and just get on the right track. You know, I'm just trying to right my wrongs, so.
And you're doing it, Ms. Tellez, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I
One
am.
day at a
And
time.
I'm one day at a time, and I'm so excited that baby William is getting the best of the best Crystal Tellez. That is awesome. He's getting the best. And so I want you to keep working hard. I want you to keep pushing. This is the last stretch for you because you're in our 3-phase program. And so I want you to keep going. Is there anything that you need us to help you with at this time?
No.
No?
Nope, everything is perfect.
All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, anything for Ms. Tellez?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations on the promotion. You're doing a great job. Congratulations on the employment. I know you enjoy working, and congratulations on the baby. I know you're a great mother. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you. Be safe. The holidays are coming up this weekend. Be safe, Mr. Les. Thank
I
you.
will, thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Les, you're putting all the pieces together, and all this work that you're putting into you is paying off, it seems to me. And so you're deserving of this promotion, and congratulations. We're proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed, you mentioned something important. Holiday. This is for everyone. We have a holiday weekend that has approached us. Please make sure that you go to testing. You cannot miss your testing. You cannot have people tell you, oh, you can come back tomorrow. You must call early in the morning. If your color or your number has dropped, you need to get up and go early in the morning because people may decide to take off early. They may decide to close facilities early. And I'm not taking any excuses. If you miss a test during the holiday, this is for the whole courtroom. If you miss a test during the holiday, you will have to come in and see me. And I can't guarantee you what the outcome will be. So get your money together, get your transportation together, get your phone together, get your life together, because you must test. You cannot miss tests during the holiday. If your case manager calls you, texts you, or emailed you and said, the judge said, go test today, you need to go and test. All right, that was for everybody, Ms. Tellez. Mr. Reed just jarred my memory. All right, so with that, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Crystal Tellez on her promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Ms. Tellez. Congratulations. Awesome. All right, what's next, Ms. Cleveland?
Your Honor, because she's phase 3, she would be having a face-to-face with me on September 30th at 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Tellez?
September 30th at 10:30.
10:35, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, all right, Ms. Tellez, I want you to go and enjoy the rest of your day. And again, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Cleveland. You guys have a great holiday.
You do the same and be safe.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's go to our next promotee. That is Miss Setzer. Good morning, Miss Setzer.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, I have the following for you. I have U518-912-19, U519-741-19, and U534-614-19. State your full name for me, Miss Setzer.
Nicole Marie Setzer.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well. You are out and about this morning too.
Yeah, I'm about to drug test.
Oh, look at you. All right, very good. All right, Miss Setzer, things have been going well for you?
Yeah, everything's been really good. Yeah.
All right, tell me something good that's happened since the last time I've seen you.
I moved into my new place yesterday.
Look at you. That's one. Isn't that a good thing? Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm definitely excited. It feels like I've been just checking off every box, you know.
Yes, very good. Very good. You're obviously doing everything you're supposed to do for the program because Miss Cleveland is recommending you for promotion. That would be to phase 4. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How do you feel about that, Miss Setzer?
Really good. Really excited.
Really good. Yes, ma'am. You are almost there. How is school? Are you finished with school?
I finished school, yeah.
All right. What are you doing with that?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Long as you have it, you have time to figure it out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Are you having any issues that you need the court to help you with?
No.
No? All right, Miss Cleveland, make for the record while we are promoting, you're making a recommendation to promote Miss Setzer on today.
Thank you, Your Honor. A little more prepared right now. I think I'm waking up. She has paid all of her fees and costs in full. She is referred for community service. We are working together to make sure that she gets that completed. She does have to update me on her SUDR module that she has to complete. So what she's gonna do is let me know, she's given a certain amount of time to get that done, but I'm sure it will be within the next 30 days or so that she's gonna have that completed, Your Honor. She has updated me on her goals, which means that she did get her housing, which was one of her long-term goals, which I'm so happy and proud for her about. Your Honor, she's making good progress with her treatment. She is compliant with all of her testing and screening. They are negative, Your Honor, every time. She contacts me when she has any issues, and she's doing very well as far as, with her school. I know she's studying for her exams and things like that. So yes, she's doing very well.
All right, very good. Miss Setzer, is there anything else you want to say about yourself?
No, just that I'm just really happy to be hitting my goals and almost done.
All right, you are almost there. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything asked to Miss Setzer?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations on the promotion. You're doing a great job with the program. Congratulations again on completing school. We're so proud of you. Keep up the good work and be safe during the holidays. Be safe during the holidays. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Setzer, you're doing a great job. You're deserving of this promotion. You're doing the hard work. Keep up doing the hard work. As you can see now, it's paying off, not only with your success in the program, but your success in life as well. So keep up the great work. We're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. With that, I need everyone to join me in congratulating Ms. Setzer on her promotion to phase 4. Congratulations, Ms. Setzer. You're in great shape. All right. What's next for Ms. Setzer?
Your Honor, she's on my phase program, so she would be having a face-to-face with me on September 23rd, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Setzer?
Hang on. Okay, so September 23rd
Yes.
at 10:30.
10:35.
Okay. Yep, I got
Right,
that.
wonderful. All right, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a really safe holiday. And we are here if you need us, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Judge, can we get placed in the breakout room, the intake with one of the
Yes.
attorneys?
Yes,
Who's going in with Ms. Roberts?
I am, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Co-host, please.
Oh, I thought I gave it to you. I'm sorry. My apologies. Here we go. You got it. All right, let's keep going. I am ready for Mr. Let's start with Mr. Griffin. Do you have any phase 3s or higher this morning?
I don't have anyone, Your Honor, but the intake.
Okay, all right. And then Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor, I do have phase 3. Brandon.
What do you have?
I have Brandon Smith.
And he got on time. So let's
Yeah.
do him. Come on, Mr. Smith. Let's do it. All right. He has a number of matters at 10:30 that he was supposed to get, something he was supposed to get paid, and then some dismissals, I'm thinking. I'll need the attorneys to help me out for Brandon Smith.
Yes,
So
Judge,
Mr. Yancey, okay, Mr. Fikens, what do you want to tell me?
I've been trying to look to see which ones it looks like he's paid, and these other matters either are up for dismissal or maybe put on the contract, but I think they're all dismissible. I haven't gone through all of the cases yet because there's a whole bunch of them. So I don't have a full answer for you, Judge. I'll keep looking on it.
All right, if you
But
could keep looking at it, and then Mr. Yancey, if you know a little bit more, Miss Drew, I'm going to have you on Brandon Smith 10:30. Can you just sample a couple of these, like maybe print me out 3 ROAs? I hate to see you, unless they sent you a file. Did they give you a file for all of these cases? They did not. Okay, I'm gonna need ROAs for the 10:30 matters. I know he has like 327 of them, but I'm gonna need it. All right, yes, sir. Put that hand right over your head. Yes. All right, I'm gonna call the 8:35 matter, case number 20055950001. Mr. Smith, state your full name for me, please. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. And you're not on mute. What you over there doing?
Brandon Smith, you hear me now?
There you go. I can hear you now. All right, Mr. Smith, how are you?
Pretty good, much better.
I can't hear you. You fade now. Say that again.
I said pretty good, much better.
Okay. All right. Much better means that you weren't doing well at one time. Is that right?
Yes. The last encounter we had was talking about the loss of my uncle.
Yes.
Yeah, but it got better because I ended up consulting with something like a caseworker that's pretty close to the family. So I've been talking to her, and she's been giving me pretty good advice. Just let me know that, you know, certain things that we just can't control, you know, we can't beat ourselves up about it. So that's really just been my mentality, just doing what I gotta do as a father and getting better and moving forward and, you know, prospering and trying to keep everything positive.
Yes, very good. I'm glad to hear that you decided to talk to someone, because when we love folks, it's hard to let them go. And so yes, sir, I'm so glad you decided to do that. You look good today. How's work going?
Pretty good. Actually driving in it, that's why I'm bouncing around.
Wait, you're not driving, are you?
No, I'm not driving.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, sir. All right.
Trust me, I learned my lesson.
Very good.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Oh yeah, and another thing too, I wanted to apologize too for the for having to adjourn our court hearing, because I actually stayed up and I fell asleep and woke up at 12. So I just wanted to apologize, not only to you but to everybody.
All right, it's okay, Mr. Smith. Look at you. You're not last on the docket today. Look at you. I'm proud of you.
And I came in extra early.
I see. I mean, you made me nervous. I'm like, is he in trouble? Because he on time. But look at you. You just doing the right thing. The things we try to teach you in this program are things that are going to help you in life, in general, in life.
And I actually take everything that I learned from the program, from not only you, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, Mr. Yancey, just in generally speaking, and Mr. Griffin. I just take because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell no story. When I first started, I was kind of like a hard head. But after a while of just sitting and thinking and seeing, like, it's not that y'all want to be hard on me. It's just that y'all want to see the good in me that I haven't seen yet. So after a while of taking a heed to that, and I just figured that, there's only one route to go.
There you go. Listen to Mr. Smith. You were a little hard head when you came here, and you got on track. And it's been such a pleasure to work with you. You really are. And I say kid only because you're young, but you really are a good person. You really are.
I'm actually pretty honored to have a team that's behind me and willing to, work with me and want to see me prosper.
Yes, sir. That's all we want. We want to see you. We want to see you prosper. That's it. That's it. All right.
And I actually got to give actual special thanks to Mr. Yancey though, because I think I caused Mr. Yancey a little more gray in his hair.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. You probably caused some in mine too, but I just go get it done every 2 weeks and they able to color it. So, we all good. We all good. All right. Mr. Yancey, this is the new Brandon Smith, the new and improved Brandon Smith. What do you want to tell me about Mr. Smith? What's going on?
Your Honor, Mr. Smith, he's doing pretty good. He's hanging in there. He had a couple of challenges with some deaths in his family, but he's reached out to a person he's talking about actually as a certified counselor, so that's helping him a lot. He's still working, so he's doing pretty good. He's still substance free, and I know he's saving for the tickets that he owes, so I'm not sure what his status is regarding how many he can pay. I believe those are the ones that are at 10:30.
Yes.
But other than that,
It's a couple of them, not all of them.
well,
It's a
well,
couple
okay.
that he has to pay. And so, Mr. Smith, where are you with that?
I'm actually getting very, very close to it. I'm really getting close to it, but I could, considering that time is winding down and then it seems like, it's getting a little tight. So if I have to, then I'm willing to, pick up a few hours of customer service a week, just to get the ball rolling, to, add to what I already have. So, I mean, if that's possible.
Because
Yes.
if I could intervene, I know we gave him
Yes, go ahead.
a figure, and I think we told him he actually had to the 29th to pay them all. And I just wanted to,
29th
of this month. I'm
29th
sorry, of this month
of September.
Yes. And I think the figure we gave him was around 1,700. So I wanted, we wanted him to come back just to, make sure he was still with us and being diligent about saving and paying those tickets. So I believe he has a partial payment. I'm sure he's trying to pay them all at once and get it over with. So whatever the court's pleasure is, that's what.
All right, Mr. Smith, have you paid any of it?
No, not really at the moment. Considering that around the time that my uncle passed, I actually had to take 2 weeks of work off because my dad, he was kind of going through like a nervous breakdown, and me and my sister had to, just go and console him, and then after the 2 weeks, I end up having an injury to my head, so I was down for 2 weeks. I mean, I was down for a week. So when I got back to work, it was like when I finally got my check, it was like nothing. So, but I'm still working on it. I'm still, I haven't gave up on it. I'm still gonna push forward. I'm gonna do everything in my power to do what I have to do.
Your Honor.
All right. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Fikens.
And yes, I've seen the tickets and the misdemeanors and the civil infractions. Mr. Yancey's correct. He owes about that near the end of this month. I don't know that he's going to be able to make that. However, I'd like to see him make some payments. I'm sure the court would like to make him see some payments as quick as he can. Might be unreasonable to get all $1,700 down by the end of this month. Maybe the court would consider extending that a little bit if the court would so choose. The misdemeanors are subject to dismissal once he gets all those paid off, according to the ROAs that I saw. So he's in great shape if he can just pay those civil infractions off and get the money for that. So if the court could indulge him a little bit more. I know he's had a bad record. He admittedly, court gave him a great deal, admittedly, right from the start. And I think his heart's in the right place. His money's not in the right place right now, but I think he can do it, Judge.
All right. So I need to, we got to get these moved so that he can get his dismissals.
Yes.
We've got to get them done. And so listen, there are a couple of things that I've adjourned for dismissal. I'm going to take them off my docket just to keep things in order. But there's still, and you gave me everything right for 10:30. Yes. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's still 13 matters. Mr. Smith, I need you to start making payments this month. How many of these can you, the first one, there's a balance. There's nothing I can do about this one.
I think it's like 600.
It's like $530. I waived some costs before. When can you get that one paid? I need to put dates. When can you get it paid?
As soon as possible. Today is the second. I want to say possibly by the 15th. I don't want to say possibly by the 15th. I want to say that I can look forward to getting that paid by the 15th.
And Judge,
All
that's
right,
the most,
I'm gonna put it. Mr. Pikes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, that's the most important one, Judge. That's the one that's holding a lot of things up, the CCW charge. It's the one he has to get paid off. And it really helps himself if he gets that paid off quickly, Your Honor. So I'm saying that more to encourage him to make sure he gets that one paid off.
All right, so I'm going to put that one, I'm gonna schedule it for September 30th, 2022. You've got to get it paid. You've got to get it paid, okay? You've got to get that one paid. The next two that you have, one is for $135 and another one is for, let's choose a small one, $110. How quickly can you get those two paid? Can you get those paid in October?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is my last go round at dates, sir. Okay?
Yes,
all right, so I need to just, no, we gonna work it out. You just can't get rid of me till you get this all paid. I'm gonna have you pay this by October, both of these by October 31st, 2022. And I'm gonna schedule these for wait, what did I say? Schedule for review on October 31st, and I'm writing them up at 10:30 a.m. This is what happens when he goes first. He's taking up all my time. All right, that's okay. We want to get you squared away though, for real. We want to get you squared away.
Definitely appreciate it.
All right, and then your next one that I have for you, I have one for $240 and then $110. Can you get those paid by November 30th?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Ms. Drew, for all of these, we're gonna schedule them as reviews, so I don't have to keep writing schedule for review. Okay. I'm putting the date though, the pay by date is the review date. Okay. All right, the next two that you have, and listen, if you get some income tax money or something in the meantime, you need to come on and pay, okay? Because we stretching this all out. The next two that you have, one is $135 and one is $165. Can you get those paid by December 19th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, we'll do those for December 19th. I'm trying to keep you away from Christmas. I'm gonna just have you pay one for December 19th, okay?
Okay.
I'll keep you here with me a little longer, but all right. All right, let's go down. Your next two. I'm sorry. It's some that I'm not. I'm gonna give them to you. We can count them up. If I miss something, let me know. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, though. All right, your next two, 165 and 150, can you get those paid by January 27th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I need a court date for February. You have two more. My calendar has run out. You have two more, one for 165 and one for 195. Can you get those paid by, what's the last date, court date for February?
Certain day.
You could do a Friday.
Okay, what about the 17th?
That's the last Friday in February?
The 24th.
Okay, February 24th. I need you to get those paid, okay? Did you hear me, Mrs. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're almost there. I think you have just a couple more that I need to schedule a payment for. All right, and then he has 3 misdemeanors that are pending from March of 2022. Mr. Yancey, Mr. Fikens, what's that about?
I thought those were subject to dismissal, Judge. But
He's
if
not
they're-
pled on them. Did he plead? Did you get a deal or something from the city?
I thought so, Your Honor, but that's going on memory that those were
Yeah,
going to be subject to dismissal when if and assuming he pays and when he pays.
So these should have been added to his, are we adding them to his order, his specialty court order? Tell me.
Yes, subject to dismissal, I guess we had it in limbo, and that might have been my doing unwittingly. But my understanding would be that once he paid off, subject to the payment, those would be dismissed upon payment of the civil infractions. So the city would dismiss them, and so they've not been adjudicated, Judge. They are hanging out there.
Okay, very good. All right, Mr. Smith. Ms. Drew, I'm gonna hand you these with the dates, and then I'll give you this other stack. All right, Mr. Smith, I'm not changing dates again, okay? You gotta pay on time, all right? And if you get some extra money, try to pay early, so you're not with me all the way to, I think our last date was February, okay?
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, what was the total?
Well, sir, you're gonna have to call my clerk for that, because I done took up enough time with you and all your money and your stuff now. You're gonna have to call in for that. All right,
Okay.
other than that, is there anything else that you need us to help you with?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Yancey, it looks like his next date is going to be, what was the September date I gave him?
September 30th, I believe.
That's the next date he's gonna come to see me. It'll
Yes.
be September 30th. And, Mr. Smith, we'll make sure you have my 2 things paid, or that one. I just gave you one for September 30th. I need you to get it paid, okay? So we can get it closed out. All right? All right, very good, sir. You came early, stayed late. Goodbye. Have a good day. You're doing well, though. I'm proud of you. All right. All right, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, was there anything y'all wanted to add before I excuse Mr. Smith?
No, Judge, just, Mr. Smith, sometimes you gotta, as my father would tell me, you gotta dig into your walking around money to get this paid off. So, keep that in mind. If you get a little extra walking around money, think about paying it off, okay?
Because we're really helping you. We really are. And Mr. Fikens, I haven't heard about walking around money in at least 30 years. That is a Southern term. I don't know where your father is from, but
New Jersey.
I actually wanted to ask him what exactly was that.
I have not heard that term in a long time. So walking around money. All right. Mr. Reed, anything else?
No, Judge, Mr. Smith, we're all in your corner. We're supporting you. Work the program. Thank you, sir. Be safe over the holidays, Mr. Smith. Be safe.
Okay, no
Because
problem.
Mr. Yancey, he's still testing, is that correct? Oh,
Yes,
you're on
sir.
mute.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir. We have them down to once a week.
Yes, sir. All right, continue to test, Mr. Smith, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, very good. And this is a different staff. All right, bye-bye, Mr. Smith. Take care.
Yeah, you take care, too.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Miss Cleveland, do you have any phase 3s or higher?
Not for review hearing today. Ms. Nolan is my favorite.
Okay, very good. Then let's go down to phase 2. I think we finished off phase 3s or higher. Let's go phase 2. Miss Cleveland?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have Mr. Terrence Bass.
All right, Mr. Bass, good morning to you.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, just trying to get up and take care of what I gotta take care of before I go to work.
Okay, I get it. Very good. All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 200-596-9906. Mr. Bass, state your full name for me.
Terrence Bass.
All right, Mr. Bass, tell me what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you.
Just almost finished with the program. I just paid my ticket on the 31st for $175. Yeah, I've just been working and trying to get through the program and stay focused and stay from getting pulled over.
All right, you have your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
All right, then just do what you're supposed to do and you should not get pulled over, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have you been having any issues, any struggles since the last time I've seen you?
No, not at all.
None? All right. Well, tell me something good that's happened to you since the last time I've seen you.
Well, like just me being able to get more hours at work and just everything going good as far as me paying these tickets, being able to pay this ticket before before this court date, because you gave me the time frame. I had to September the 1st, I think. Yeah, I had to the 1st to pay these tickets off, and that was enough time for me to come up with the 175, and make it down there to 36 so I can get that off my back. Like, just knowing I have to come out, pay that money and still get the money together for my court fees. Like, everything is falling into place though because I'm getting more hours at work.
Okay, very good. So more hours at work and you're able to take care of your responsibility.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Are you still, is he a part of HEAT?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you still working your heat regimen?
Yeah, we only got like we only got like 2 sessions left of the heat, and then we'll be done with it. And then we gotta present our project that we are doing.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Has it been beneficial to you?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot in that program. And I did 72 hours of community service. That's what else I've been doing since the last time I talked to you. I did 72 hours of community service at Lake Ridge. And,
All right, very good.
Yeah, just trying to.
So you're working it. You're working it, Mr. Bass. Is there anything that you need us to help you with?
No, the tickets was the main thing because they restricted my license, but it's not so bad as I thought it was. But I'm still restricted. Yeah, I'm still restricted till I think January the 7th, because it was a 6-month restriction. But hopefully I should be done with the program, and I should be off probation, and I'm still gonna be on probation with the Secretary of State. But it's okay because I'm doing good. Like I said, I'm going to work and just going to the meetings, going to the programs. Yep. I'm just doing everything I need to do so I can continue doing good.
All right, very good, Mr. Bass, very good. All right, Ms. Cleveland, any additional updates as to Mr. Bass? He sounds like he's doing well.
Thank you, Your Honor. He is doing very well. I just want to commend him for his good progress. I did get a good report from Counselor Williams, who said he is so compliant and so engaged in he seems to be getting quite a bit of good core foundation and base about his life and his path to recovery through the program. So I'm proud to report that. Your Honor, Mr. Bass, I just want to mention this. His contract began on 12/7/2021. He has a 14-month contract, which makes a tentative release date of February 7th, 2020, February 7th, 2023 as a tentative graduation date. He is still in phase 2 because he has these ticket things that keep kind of coming in, impeding him a little bit in his progress. I have not been able to make a promotion recommendation for him just yet because of these things that he is addressing. But I want him to know that there is 5 phases to this program, and as long as he continues to make good progress, we will be able to make those recommendations. We will be able to get him moving along, but I don't want him to anticipate a 1-year program just because for some reason he thinks that that's how this might be completed.
Okay.
That's the one thing I wanted to say. Your Honor, he did discuss with me a 2013 warrant that when I was with him and present when he paid off his fee for the ticket, this last ticket for the failure to stop. There is a 2013 warrant that's still outstanding, and I know he talked to attorneys about it. It's just, I don't know if it has not been transferred here to our court record or not, I'm not for sure.
Is it here at 36th District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a case number?
I don't have the case number, I apologize, but.
Ms. Drew, can you look up Terrence Bass? He's number 2 on the 835 docket. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, I don't want him walking around in warrant status. He's taking care of business. Do you all know what's going on with that?
No, Judge. I'm looking it up right now as well. We'll get to the bottom of it, but I don't know it right now.
They saw it yesterday at the window, or the day that he came, I don't know, it was Wednesday, he might came in to pay his ticket, and they said they are still showing, so it seems to be a glitch or something. I want to see it.
Ms. Drew is saying she doesn't see a warrant.
So I can take that document maybe over to the windows to show them, because it was mentioned to him when he made a payment before, and then yet, when he came in the day before yesterday, they said that they see an active warrant.
So are we running his name and just without his license number and his license number, or however they do it? She's gonna run it a different type of way. Okay, we don't want you out there in warrant status. Mr. Bass, would you happen to have any paperwork with that case number on it that they told you was in warrant status?
No, she just, like, last time I came down there, before I did, like, 2 days ago, she said, I have a warrant out for my arrest. And I had to call Miss Cleveland down that time also. And then, like, when I went to pay this time, I had called her down just in case they bring up the warrant still. Because I don't know why is it on my record still, and y'all said y'all was gonna help me get it dismissed, like when I
No,
first
no,
started.
I don't know if we got it dismissed. Okay, 1 second. Let me see, Miss Drew. What do you have? She did find something.
It's not under
Judge.
the license number, they just have it under his name.
Oh, it's just under his name, not his license number. So can you print, you print it out for me. Thank you. And so, Mr. Ficus, what did you want to say?
Well, I just found one, maybe it's, we're seeing the same one. It's a Z802613.
Yes.
Yes.
Judge, that's a marijuana case. I'll work on getting that one dismissed. It's from
And it's in
2013.
warrant status?
I don't know why.
Right.
But Judge, I'll contact the prosecutor. See if we can dismiss it.
No, you probably don't even have to. All right, you going through.
Okay.
We taking care of it, Mr. Ficus.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, here you go. All right, you're all set. You're all set with that now. All right, so I want to make sure you heard what Ms. Cleveland said. I know that you're counting on 12 or 14 months, but listen, the ability to complete the program has nothing to do with time. It has to do with your completing the requirements of the program. So you've got to make sure you get with it so that you're on track, okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, anything else? Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you again, Mr. Bass. One other thing I wanted to talk about, and he did ask me about this, is he has another ticket that's coming up for no proof of insurance. It's scheduled for some, I don't know whose courtroom it's scheduled for, but it's on the 9th of this month, and he wanted to know if it could be brought here. Basically what he's required to do is show that he was driving with proof of insurance that was not on his person.
Okay, Mr. Fikens, the attorneys would have to look at that and see what he presents to determine what's going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it at this point unless.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Fikens?
If we have a ticket number, I'd be happy to certainly have something for him as quick as I can. Maybe today, maybe a little bit later.
Do you have a ticket number? All right, here, I'll give you a ticket number right now. That ticket number is SP 137332, 4 counts 1 and 2.
Thank you, Judge.
Did I know about these?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one when I was called in New York City.
Yes.
It was ongoing.
Yes. Okay. So Mr. Fikens, see what you can do. They are civil infractions.
Yes, I see that. I have those
They're not
tickets.
scheduled. All right, see what you can do. And I don't know if Mr. Bass wants to hang around while you see what you can do. That
Yes.
might be beneficial to him.
I think it will be, Judge.
All right, Mr. Bass, let's hang around. While Mr. Fikens sees what he can do for those two matters, okay? Mr. Bass, can you hear me?
Yes, I said, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Miss Cleveland, if nothing else, let me get a return to court date for Mr. Bass.
Thank you, Your Honor. He's phase 2, and he would be having a face-to-face on September 16th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Bass?
Yes, on the 15th.
Yes, sir. I'm going to have you just state, no, what did you say? September 16th?
16th.
16th. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. At 10:35 with Miss Cleveland. All right, Mr. Bass, I'm gonna have you stay on while Mr. Fikens works something out for you. Then I'll come back and put it on the record, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work, but make sure you work in your program. Get the stuff done, okay?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Bass, mute yourself. All right, I am going to go to, and Miss Drew, on the matter for Brandon Smith, that 200-559-5001, that's going to be a return to court date of September, what did we say, 30th, I think it was? September 30th and just put that one at 10:35, a 10:30 as well. Okay, and then that way I'll keep them together. No, I'm sorry, you should put that one at 8:35. That's his drug treatment court case. Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you so much. All right, let's keep going. I am going to go to Mr. Christian, Mr. Carlson. Mr. Carlson, let's do it. I have case number 210-453-4201. State your full name for me, Mr. Carlson.
Christian Carlson.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I saw a picture of you driving.
Uh-huh. Yep. Finally.
That means you have a license, I heard.
Yes, I do. Thanks to you.
That is no thanks to you. You took the necessary steps to get it done. And now you are back in business. I love it, Mr. Carlson. I love it. Listen, you see how easy it is to lose your license and how hard it is to get it back, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. So we want to work on keeping that license, doing what it takes to keep it, right?
Yes, I do. Yep.
All right. Wonderful. Tell me what else has been going on with you.
I just did the ARM program last weekend at Camp Howell, which was really
what
great.
did you think of it?
I thought it was cool. It wasn't as much outdoor activity as I thought it would be, but I did learn a lot there.
Can you tell me one thing that you learned?
The Johari window, which I've never heard of, which is about managing your life and what you know about yourself and what other people know, and keeping that window the biggest. And then there's a window where what you know and others don't know, what others know but you don't know. And it's just about making sure that your perspective is the same as others' perspective, so that nothing gets away from you, basically, and that you're able to be your best self and reach your full potential without denying things or hiding things from people. So yeah, it was really cool. I haven't heard of that one yet.
All right, very good. Did they treat you well that weekend?
Yeah, they did. They did.
They did? All right, no issues or concerns to raise with the court?
Not that I can think of, no. It was actually a pretty great weekend.
All right, very good, very good. Are you having any difficulties that you need the court to assist you with?
Not right now, no. Honestly, now that I have my license back, things are running pretty smoothly.
All right, very good, Mr. Carlson, very good. Let me hear from Ms. Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I'll make another recommendation at the end of the statement, but he is doing very, very well. I get good progress notes from his treatment therapist. He is JAMS compliant, Your Honor. He never misses, he never fails the test. He's always negative, Your Honor. He has completed so many things in our program. He has been referred for community service. He has been referred for the video. I think he talked about that video. I'm not sure if I got his written statement just yet about the video, but that's what I'm looking for. He's completed victims impact, alcohol safety. He's done ARMS this weekend, Your Honor. He is in such a good place right now as far as his progress. The thing that we're working on is him doing the completion of his goals, his long-term goals. He has a new job and he says he loves it, which I'm so happy to hear about.
Oh, very good.
And he is on a payment plan. I just want to let the court know that he is paying, he's making good progress with his payments. He knows he has to make all these payments in full prior to the end of his court orders. So he's doing very well.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, you said that there was a recommendation you wanted to make.
Yes, Your Honor, he actually has been in phase 2. I just noticed this. He's been in phase 2 on a 5-phase program for almost 90 days. And I would like to make a recommendation for him to be promoted to phase 3, if that's all right.
All right, Mr. Carlson, do you have any objections to being promoted today?
I do not.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, any team members listening? Any objections?
No objection, Judge, and congratulations on the driver's license. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Carlson, you've done a great job. You're doing it all. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, then I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Carlson on his promotion to phase 3. Excellent, Mr. Carlson. Excellent. Excellent. Very proud of you, sir. Very proud of you. All right.
Thank you.
You're not, yes, sir. You're not going to see that much of me, Mr. Carlson, but I will still be, yes, thank you. I'll still be very much so informed about what's going on with you. You'll continue your services, your connection with Miss Cleveland, but just know that I'm here should you need to chime in or speak with me before your next court date, okay?
All right, thank you.
Awesome. All right, if no questions, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Carlson?
Thank you, Your Honor. At phase 3, he would be having a face-to-face on September 23rd, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Carlson?
Yep, September 23rd, 10:35.
Yes. All right. We are all set, Mr. Carlson. Congratulations to you, and you are free to leave.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank
Be
you
safe.
too.
Thank you. All right, Miss Ellis, I'm ready for you. I have case number Z8066081. Miss Ellis, state your full name for me.
Deja Ellis.
Uh-oh, you're real muffled, Miss Ellis.
Deja Ellis.
All right, where are you this morning?
I'm at the Detroit Recovery Project for my individual session.
All right, I thought we said we would not schedule her on the dates that she has to go to Detroit Recovery, but is it because she's off on Friday?
She's off on Friday and her work schedule is so long, Your Honor, that, even zooming in for a break time would kind of impact her. I did talk to Ms. Hawthorne. I let Ms. Hawthorne know that she had a hearing, but I will be mindful to ask that she be, one of the first persons to go when she has treatment, Your Honor.
Okay, or we can schedule her for later in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, because she can't always be first. I do promotions and things of that nature.
Yes.
And those are incentives. And so let's schedule her for after her treatment.
Okay.
And then she can come on, because I want you to be in session. All right. All right. Thank you, Miss Cleveland. All right, Miss Ellis, tell me what's going on with you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just been I'm always working. We finally got a full check this week, well for next week, because we've been having a lot of part shortages. So I'm happy about that, to finally have a full check again. And
That's good. I'm happy about that too.
yeah, I've been talking to my mom and my grandmother a lot more, and I feel though like me being out the house has made me and my mom a little closer.
That is good. Okay. Very good. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it.
All right. Very good. How is your living situation working out?
Well, we still, like, me and my boyfriend, of course, we argue and things of that nature, but we did have a serious conversation about how he reacts to certain things and about how he can just kind of get to a point where he'd rather end things and put me out instead of trying to talk about it. So now we got to a point where we could actually sit down and talk.
Okay. All right, Miss Ellis. All right. All right. Work is going well.
Oh, yeah. I've kind of just been staying more to myself at work and not really conversating with other people because it's like I realize I work with a lot of adults who act like kids and care more about drama than doing their jobs.
Okay. Well, that may not be a bad thing. Keep to yourself. You're there to work, not to make friends. So if you accumulate some friends along the way, that's wonderful. If not, it's a job. Okay. All right. What do you need us to help you with, Miss Ellis?
I talked to Miss Cleveland on Wednesday about how team wellness. I told them that, you said and Miss Cleveland said that I no longer need services from them since I go to Detroit Recovery Project. And they still keep calling me and telling me that I have to have some kind of paperwork sent over, or they're gonna say that I'm in violation of the court.
Okay, so Miss Cleveland, if you can look into that and get that squared away for me, because she is actively attending a Detroit Recovery Project.
For both services.
Okay, there you go. We're good. You're not in violation of my court order. Miss Cleveland, whatever they need, closing document they need, let's make sure they have that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. What else you need us to help you with, Miss Ellis?
Nothing really, but I got invited to go to a comedy show at the Funny Bone in Ohio, and I'm pretty sure we won't stay overnight, but if he doesn't feel like driving, we might, and I just wanted to know if it was okay if I go.
All right, you have to get with Miss Cleveland. And if it's just a one-nighter and it's right across the street, Miss Cleveland, you just have to get up that morning and call and make sure you test. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not like you're staying, 2 or 3 days. So
no, and then the show is at 10 o'clock at night, so I have plenty of time to go and test and all that before I leave.
There you go. And then you still have to call the next morning to make sure your color didn't drop, okay?
Yeah.
All right, then you should be okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Miss Ellis? Miss Ellis got a lot to say this morning. I love it. What else, Miss Ellis?
I don't have anything else.
That's it. Listen, you're doing well. You're doing well. I want to encourage you to stay on track. Stay the course, okay? You owe it to yourself. I think you do better when you are following the orders of the court as to what you can use and cannot use. I think that life is just better for you. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm able to focus a lot more and just get all the things done that I need to do and not push things back.
Yes. There you go. Very good. Make sure you write that down as something that's better. So if you think about going back, you understand you're going to get the opposite of what's better. Because remember, when you came here, everything was chaotic all over the place. And now look at you. You're working. You're going to your treatment. You're making sounds like some good decisions. I want to encourage you to do that, okay?
Well, thank you.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, is there anything additional to report out on Ms. Ellis?
Your Honor, I just want to let you know, and the court know that she is compliant with her Smart Start restricted license. She's getting the reports. I did have a conversation with Ms. Hawthorne, who will follow up with progress notes after seeing her today. Ms. Hawthorne has assured me that I would get those notes. Your Honor, she is doing the court's orders, and I just want her to stay encouraged, and I want to make sure that she calls if there is any issues that she needs us to help with. Your Honor.
All right, very good. What phase is Ms. Ellis in?
She's in phase 2 of a 3-phase program. She's a little over her 12-month marker. So we're getting down to the wire. I would like to promote her, but not today, Your Honor. I just want to see her progress notes and make sure that everything is continuing to stabilize and be foundational for her, if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am. That's fine. All right, you heard that, Miss Ellis? You're almost there to that last stretch. All right. All right, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Miss Ellis?
Your Honor, she would have a face-to-face on September 23, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Miss Ellis? I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
So what day was it?
September 23rd, 2022, a face-to-face
Okay.
at 10:35 a.m.
All right.
All right, wonderful. All right, Miss Ellis, have a great holiday. Be safe and don't miss any testing, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, I am going to now go to Miss Moore. Good morning, Miss Moore.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
That's good. Miss Cleveland,
Yes.
this is who you sent me the
Yes.
update.
The first name is similar. I think that's where I should have, put her first name and her last name, because I know that's why there was familiar sound.
Yes, ma'am. All right, very good, very good. Let me call your case number. I have case number 21062-54701, and it's for Brittany Moore. State your full name for me.
Brittany Moore.
All right, Miss Moore. Okay, I need you to tell me what's going on with you.
I'm at Naomi's Nest at the moment.
I heard. Why are you at Naomi's Nest?
Living situation. I didn't have anywhere to stay.
Okay.
And it was hard for
So
me.
it's,
Huh?
no, go ahead.
It was hard for me to get back and forth to testing, and it was really just my current situation.
All right, and you made a decision that, wait a minute, there's some things I need to do in order to help myself, right?
Yes.
And so you went to the Nest.
Mm-hmm.
I want to applaud you for taking responsibility, for being accountable to yourself, and for making a really good decision for yourself, Ms. Moore. That is excellent. You
Thank
should
you.
be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Yes. Are they treating you well at the Nest?
Yes, I like it.
Okay, are they feeding you well?
Yes, better than the county.
Oh, yes, indeed. I agree. I agree. All right, very good. Are you working your programming?
Yes, I am.
All right, wonderful. Are you having any issues that you need us to address as a team?
No, it was just a housing situation, and I had talked to Miss Cleveland about it, and she told me about this program and that it was a good program to go in.
Mhm. And then Ms. Cleveland, as she graduates, let's start looking at Lake Ridge
Yes.
to help her get independent housing.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Moore, do you have any children?
No.
All right, so we'll start looking at that. But you'll be working with Miss Cleveland, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, what do you want to tell me? Your Honor, she has provided you what I think was the most important information today about her decision to take her matter into her hands. She made that choice. She knew there were some things that were starting to occur because she was not stable at the time, and it was making her feel and choose to do some things. And so she did decide to go to Naomi's Nest. I'm very proud of her because that initiative really works well, and it shows focus and commitment to yourself, which is great. Your Honor, she's just doing well. I talked to her counselor yesterday. I think it was yesterday, might have been Wednesday, and we had a nice discussion with her. She said she's compliant with what is the requirements there. She's easier to work with right now, and then she's looking forward to staying engaged with Ms. Moore throughout the program.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything asked to Ms. Moore?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Moore, good report. You're in a good place. Work the program. I know you're gonna do well there. I heard you say it's other than the county, and I know you're right about that. You're in a good, safe place. Um, we're proud of you. You made a good decision, and keep up the good work. Have a safe holiday, Miss Moore. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Moore, what a wonderful decision you made based on all that you knew, and you just did it the right way. I know that probably caused a bit of pain, but you did it, and you did it right. You should be proud of yourself because we're proud of that. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. If nothing else,
I
Ms.
do
Moore,
got,
do
I
you
do got
have
a
any
question.
questions? Yes, ma'am.
I got 2 tickets that I have to go to court on. It's on Zoom and I don't have the Zoom information.
Okay, Miss Drew, let's look her up.
Okay, and that is.
Brittany Moore. Let's look her up to see what's going on. Thank you for letting us know because we don't want you to miss anything.
Okay, she's. Let's bring me on to her. This January 3rd.
Not sure. I'm so sorry.
Give me, I want to finish at least my virtual court.
Ms. Moore, what's your date of birth?
One more. Got one more person in my virtual court.
Ms. Moore.
Ms.
Yes.
Moore, what's your date of birth?
05/11/90.
I got kids. Age, man. Don't be asking them their date of birth all over
I'm sorry.
YouTube. I started doing math, talking about, geez, am I that old? I got kids your age. What? I am that old.
Okay. Yes, she has 3, you want me to print them out, Judge?
Yes.
Hearing set for.
Wait, before you print them out, who are they set for? Who are they with?
In courtroom 331.
And what are they for? Yeah, print them out. Let me see what they're for. Let me see. All right, so you have some civil infractions. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, there's a misdemeanor for no insurance. Civil infraction for improper left turn. And driving while license revoked. All of these occurred on the same day. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I would like for you all to see if we could get something for her with the prosecutor and add at least the misdemeanor, whatever the deal is, whatever she pleads to, we would add it, see if they would like to add it to her specialty court order.
Yes, Judge.
Can you try to work on that one too?
I will, Judge, yes. And we do have an answer on Mr. Bass when this court is ready.
All right, very good. All right, and so Ms. Moore, I'm gonna have you hang around. We're gonna see what the attorneys can do for you on today. So can you hang around for a moment?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
All right, very good. It's good to see you. I do need to get your next date though. Ms. Cleveland, what's next?
Thank you, Your Honor. She's in phase 1, so it would be September 16th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Moore?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Let's stay with us, and then when I can get an answer, I'll come back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I'm gonna go to Alfonso Davis Jr. I want to finish these few cases. I'm not certain that I put Ms. Moore's case number on the record. So I'll just place it on there, 210-625-4701. All right, for Mr. Alfonso Davis Jr., I have case number 200-454-9001. Mr. Davis, unmute and state your name, please.
Alfonso Davis.
All right, good
Jr.
morning to you, Mr. Davis.
Good morning.
All right, how are you doing over at Lake Ridge?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm learning.
All right.
Yeah.
What you over there learning?
They're teaching me relapse prevention and stuff, things like that, as far as my alcohol. And
All right.
you know, how to cope and stuff like that, the type of thing.
And you're
That's
paying
it.
attention in class?
Absolutely.
All right, what's been the hardest part for you so far?
There's nothing really hard. I'm trying to do go to work, do job training, but that's it. It's nothing hard.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. All right, and so is there anything that you're struggling with that you need us to help you with?
Nope.
Nothing?
No, I had a question, but
Yes,
I don't
sir,
know.
what's your question?
I was trying to see if I had to do a mental health evaluation.
Miss Cleveland, was that the recommendation? Or if that came from Lake Ridge, then yes, he needs to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, he's at Lake Ridge, and I did get a progress discussion from counselors over there, and he's doing well. He's acclimated to the program. He's only 12 days in with our program. I'm not exactly sure. I think he went in about a week before he came into our program, Your Honor, over at Lake Ridge. But they said he's doing well and he's cooperative, and things so far have not been a concern to them.
All right, and so have we gotten an assessment as to what his level of care should be?
They're still working on that.
Okay, so we need a treatment plan, need assessment and treatment plan. All right, very good. All right, and so if they're asking for an evaluation of that type, of that nature, then yes, you're gonna have to do it, okay, Mr. Davis?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right,
Well,
very good.
what is my provider? Y'all know what y'all send me to a provider, or can I be recommended to one, or is there a specific provider?
Well, what's gonna happen is, once they finish your assessment and determine your level of care, then we're going to connect you with services with one of our providers, okay? And he's been with us only since the 22nd. So we have to give him a couple of days to finish up that assessment. And then we'll let you know where you'll go for services, okay?
Okay.
All right, what other questions do you have, Mr. Davis?
That was all. That was my main, that was my, the only question I really had. Yeah.
Okay. All right, very good. I'm glad that you're there. I'm glad that things are going well for you, that you're learning something. And I want to encourage you to continue to work hard, okay?
All right.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike. Well, Mr. Reed, was there anything you wanted to add as to Mr. Davis?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Davis. You're working the program. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job, and we're proud of you. Be safe over the holidays, Mr. Davis, and keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, is there anything else as to Mr. Davis?
No, Your Honor, I'll be reaching out to Lake Ridge Village again to have a discussion about the things we talked about today.
All right, wonderful. What's next for Mr. Davis?
September 16th, 2022, via Zoom at 8:35 a.m. will be his next court date.
All right, Mr. Davis, did you get that?
Yes, I got it. September 16th.
All right. Very good, very good. All right, you are free to leave. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm not sure that we are supposed to have any police officers on today. If you are on for a 10:30 hearing, those are just adjournments to pay. So the person has already accepted a plea, and I'm just tracking them for payment. So Police Officer Wright.
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like you were here on Shirlene Andrews. They should not have sent you a notice. There's no hearing today.
Was that for, I'm sorry, who was that for? I have C. Austin.
Yes, Shirlene Austin. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you're all set.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you.
All right, very good. I am ready now. I'm going to go to the intake very quickly. Who did the intake? Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Officer, we can get ready for the intake, and then I have to pop into Judge Bryant's courtroom. I will do that. Well, I'll do Mr. Fikens is out now.
That's myself. Yeah, 313-445-70.
Brian Griffin, mute yourself. Thank you. Miss Cleveland? Yes, ma'am. Who is the other individual in the box, officer?
Sorry, man, that's Mr. Thornton, Raheem Thornton. He is on the document.
From yesterday?
Yes, yeah.
Did he go test already?
He did go drop.
Okay, very good.
Mr. Hannah, do you feel like we can go right now?
Yes, but are you doing the intake? Who's doing the intake?
Mr. Griffin.
Oh, then if you could go and take Mr. Hannah to test, that would be great. And then Mr. Bass, Mr. Fikens is working out some other things, so you'll have to hold tight for a minute. Mr. Fikens?
Yes,
Are you ready on Mr. Bass?
I am, Judge, yes.
All right, let me call his two matters that I had. I have for Mr. Bass, SP 137-3324, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Bass, unmute and state your name, please.
Terrence.
All right, Mr. Fikens, what do you have for me?
Judge, I've had an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor in this matter. I informed the prosecutor that, Mr. Bass is doing a good job in drug treatment court. And because he has insurance, there's a recommendation to dismiss both matters. We join in that recommendation, stipulate the probable cause.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. Then both of those matters are dismissed, Mr. Bass, without prejudice. Thank you for holding on for a moment to get them straightened out. They worked out well for you, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
So much.
All right. You're welcome. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. Don't miss your testing this weekend, okay? Oops, I'm sorry. Okay.
I got a question on that. Yeah, I got a question on that. So I need to call. Do I have to call Jams, or because I touched with Mr. Williams at Lake Bridge. So
no, sir. You have to test at you have to test with one of our third-party providers. Who has Mr. Bass's case? Who's Mr. Bass's?
I believe that was Miss Cleveland.
He can't just test that. He can't just test that at Lake Ridge. He can follow their testing, but he has to still test at a third-party provider because it has to be random and it has to follow the mandates. Somebody get Miss Cleveland on the phone. Mr. Bass, I need you to hang with me because you should be. Oh, I'm calling her on her cell. Mr. Bass, you have to test. You can't just test that Lake Bridge.
Mr. Cleveland was.
All right, I need to keep. Okay, I need you to just hang on for a second because I need to get this intake done. Okay, just hang with me for a second. Miss Cleveland, I have Mr. Bass on. He says that. going to tell him that he needs. Right? Very good. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. All right, officer, you can turn me back on. All right, Mr. Bass, you are registered to test at JAMS. You need to call today to see if your color has dropped so that you are able to test. You have to do third-party testing, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. You're all set, sir. If you have any more questions, please make sure you reach out to Ms. Cleveland, okay? Today. All right?
Thank you. Yeah, thank
All
you.
right, you too. All right, be safe, sir.
Thank you too,
All right.
Mr. Frank.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, Ms. Roberts, if you could join us at the podium, please. Good morning to you, ma'am. Thank you for your patience this morning. I hope you've had an opportunity to observe what we do here in specialty court. And I hope that you are ready to roll up your sleeves and work. Are you?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number Z8083041. State your full name for the record. A little bit louder, speak in that mic for me. All right, very good, very good. And so, Ms. Roberts, what do you think of the program so far? Just what you've heard on this morning?
I'm impressed with the.
Speak in that mic so they can hear
I'm
you.
impressed with the, how you handle each specific case. It's better than normal work to me.
All right. Well, it's not like your normal court. We're problem-solving court. So we work with you, not just with the matter that's before this court, but also we work with you on underlying issues that you may have. So when you're in this program, we need you to be honest with us about your living situation, about, what's going on in your life, because sometimes those kind of stressors can push us to do things that we normally wouldn't do, right? And so we want to help you with those things, because our goal is that when you leave us, that you're going to be in a better position, a better person, making better decisions than when you walk through the door on this morning. How does that sound to you?
Great.
That sounds great. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
I'm 40.
You're 40 years old. You have any children?
2 boys, 17, 18.
Oh my goodness. You have 17 and 18-year-old boys. You have your hands full, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And they need to get the best you, right?
Yes.
Yes, because they're at critical stages in their lives, 17 and 18. All right. Are you employed?
Yes, I have 2 jobs. I work at Hardee's as a cook, and I work for the Detroit Rescue Mission.
Wait, you got to keep your voice up.
Hardee's as a cook, and Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries.
Okay, Dr. Audie.
Yes.
Yes, all right. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, very good. What about your driver's license? Is it valid?
No, not at this time. It is revoked.
It is revoked. So that means you cannot drive, right?
Yes.
You cannot drive, especially while you are in problem-solving court. You cannot drive because it's not going to look good and it's not going to feel good if we trying to solve problems for you and you're out there breaking the law, right? That just doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
All right, very good. So we know no driving. All right, what do you like to do for a hobby? What makes you happy? What do you do to socialize?
I cook.
Okay.
Whatever. I like to garden and read books and play cards.
Okay, garden, read books, and play cards. What kind of books you like to read?
I don't have a specific genre that I like. I like it all.
You like it all. All right, very good. And so, Ms. Roberts, you understand that the reason Judge Evans referred you to this court is because you have an issue with a substance, is that correct?
Yes,
All right, and you admit that you have that issue?
yes, but not really, but yes.
Okay, yes, but not really. You understand if it wasn't an issue, you wouldn't be here.
I understand that. If
Okay,
it wasn't an issue, I wouldn't.
all right, very good. Let's make that as a starting point, okay? And hopefully, as you go through your assessments and we connect you with your services, your level of care, maybe some light will be shed that you'll look at it and say, you know what, that was a problem. And now I'm here, I'm gonna make the best of it so that once I leave, I don't have to ever come back again for this problem. And I can go sail in the sunset and be great. Okay? All right, wonderful. You had an opportunity today to go in a breakout room with Attorney Reed. Did he answer all your questions?
Yes.
He did. All right, very good. Very good. With that, Mr. Griffin, you don't have to revisit the things I've already asked, but what else would you like me to know about Ms. Roberts?
Yeah, I'm just going to give you some history. Ms. Roberts was originally sentenced to regular probation on October the 29th, 2021 to a 12-month term of probation. While on that probation, she successfully completed the Marijuana Insight Program and Alcohol Highway Safety Level 1. She's currently enrolled in outpatient treatment at NCADD. Her counselor is Miss Ashley Rainey. She's been there approximately 6 months. She did pay costs and fines while on regular probation. And what brought her here, Your Honor, is that she violated that probation, and Judge Evans referred her to our drug court program. Your Honor, she's also on probation in Royal Oak at 44 District Court. While she was on this probation, she picked up another drunk driving case, so it's an OWI second. She pled guilty on January the 14th, 2022, and she's currently serving a 24-month probation out there. She had a violation of probation out there, and so she's currently on the SoberLink device until she has a review date with 44th District Court on November the 1st, 2022. She did complete the Needs Plus while here. They both came back as low criminal and low risk.
Okay, and then we'll get the clinical assessment. Okay.
Yeah, I get that. I gave her my information to give to Miss Rainey, so I will follow back up on that. Like she said, I did send a driving record over to Mr. Reed to review, and upon me looking at it, the license is revoked due to the second OWI within the 7-year period. So she probably will have to go through us to get a restricted license, Your Honor. She did graduate from high school, some college. Says anything else? Other than that, I had a conversation with her, so she's understand. You know what brought her here. You know, she has a lot going on, but I told her, I mean, this is a good program to help her get back on her feet to to handle the problem. So she said she'd do whatever it takes to complete the program. So I explained it to her how the program works. She got an opportunity to see what we do in sobriety court. So I think she'll be a good candidate for the program, Your Honor. I think she little in denial about the substance abuse, but anytime you have 2 drunk driving cases within a short amount of time, it's something going on. But I do recommend her as a candidate to be accepted into our sobriety court program today, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Attorney Reed, you had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Roberts. I'll hear from you.
Yes, Judge, thank you for that opportunity. We did go over the court's order. We talked about testing, counseling, community service, not leaving the state without permission of the court. We also talked about no alcohol, no drugs. She was respectful and courteous. We also talked about the fact that the court has the ability to amend, to alter or change the court order. She understands that she will get a copy of the order in writing. Judge, we talked about a driver's license. It is revoked because of the second drinking and driving, and she would have to go through us for a restricted license. She wants to make that one of her goals. She is eligible to participate in drug treatment court pursuant to Michigan law. I'm recommending her participation, Judge. Again, she was respectful and courteous, and that goes a long way with me. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Ms. Roberts, do you have any questions for the court on today? No? All right, Mr. Griffin, I did, and Mr. Reed, I did make some changes to what has been presented to me as an order. I checked the box, shall not use or possess any illegal substance.
Okay.
Shall not consume any alcohol. Shall not possess or consume marijuana. Must attend alcohol prevention program. And so I wanted to make sure that those things are on there. And also, Mr. Griffin, if she's already at NCADD, they should have a treatment plan and have done a clinical assessment. So
That's right.
make sure I get that.
Yep, I'll make sure you
Yes.
get that. And I apologize for not checking those boxes, just moving too fast.
Oh, no. That's okay. It's a lot of moving parts today, so we all good. All right, if nothing else, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Ms. Roberts?
Your Honor, I just had one question. Since she's on the Subrelink device at this time, do we want to still test her twice a week, or can we do it once a week until that November, the first review date?
Did you test her today?
Yep, test came back negative for all drugs.
All right, then I will drop her down to one time
And then what
per week
Yeah, and once the Subrelink is
while on the
removed.
Soberlink.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
And that's going to be random. All right, very good. What would be the return to court date?
Your Honor, that would be September the 12th, 2022, 8:35 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, very good. And Mr. Griffin, you didn't find that Ms. Roberts was a substantial threat to the public, or that she's been a violent offender?
Per lien check, Your Honor, and JIS check, no violent offenses, Your Honor, no threat to the community at this time.
All right, very good, very good. Then with that, Ms. Roberts, I'm going to welcome you to our specialty court. I look forward to working with you. You'll be surrounded by a great team of professionals that will help you on this journey. Make sure you're always open, honest with us, because that's the only way that we can help you. And so I'm looking forward to working with you. Okay? All right, thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Griffin, does she need to wait around for you?
Yep, I just want to come down and say something to her, Your Honor, and I'll be right down there. I'm about to get off now, but yeah, just tell her to have a seat and I'll be down in the court.
All right, he's coming to see you. Thank you, Ms. Roberts.
Thank you.
All right, are we ready for Brittany Moore?
We are, Judge.
All right, let's do it. I have the following: SP 133, and add these to my docket for me, Ms. Drew.
Okay.
SP 133-5167, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ms. Moore, state your full name, please.
Brittany Moore.
All right, thank you. Mr. Fikens, what are we doing?
Judge, there's another matter which the prosecutor and I looked at and is subject to dismissal. That is SP 1132-7551. It's a failure to stop at a stop sign case.
All right, Ms. Drew, can you pull that one up for me too? All right, how are we proceeding, Mr. Fikens?
Judge, the recommendation is, because she's doing well in drug treatment court, the recommendation is that if she pleads guilty to no insurance, the court will reduce that to improper plate. The prosecutor is recommending this be added to the contract. I join in that recommendation. The other matters would be dismissed. However, the requirement is if she doesn't complete drug treatment court, these matters would be revived.
All right, did you hear that?
Yes.
All right, and so Ms. Drew, when we write these up in the ROA, these dismissals,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it, but I want it to be in the ROA that she must successfully complete drug treatment court or the agreement will be set aside. I'll write it up on one.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. All right, let me have you raise your right hand, Ms. Moore. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
All right, you may place your hand down. Mr. Fikes, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in these four matters, you have a right to a trial and formal hearing, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Ma'am, I direct your attention back to the date and time of the citation of ticket SP 133-51672. At that date and time of the citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you operating that motor vehicle without proper insurance?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. Give me 1 second. I'm satisfied as well, Mr. Fikes. I'm amending the charge to improper plates. I'm adding it to her specialty court order. The remaining 3 matters will be dismissed without prejudice. However, it is noted that defendant must successfully complete drug court or all dismissals will be set aside. All right, and you should also know, Ms. Moore, that once you successfully complete our specialty court, that the matter that you just pled guilty to is dismissible. So you're gonna be in really good shape. Okay? As long as you complete the program, okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, very good. You are free to leave. And then I need to take a quick break and pop into Judge Bryant's courtroom. Officer, can you call them and let them know I'm on my way?
Yes, ma'am.
And that I hope everything is ready. I don't know that an officer should be in my courtroom. I don't have any matters that are up for a hearing this morning. And so can someone assist and let the officer know
Yes, Judge.
whether or not he should be here?
Yes, Your Honor, we will.
And good morning to you, officer. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. I may be in the wrong courtroom. I have a 1030 case on a ticket. So I'll check someplace else, ma'am.
Officer Good, is that last name Almond, A-L-M-O-N?
Correct.
That was adjourned to pay. So there's no, he either paid or didn't pay, so your attendance isn't necessary for that. Although.
Okay, because I received a subpoena for it.
That would have, unfortunately, that went out, and we don't know why it goes out. We're trying to get that so that adjourned cases aren't, adjourned to pay cases aren't getting sent to officers, but my apologies.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Be safe, Officer.
Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, officer, can you mute me? I'm going into Judge Bryant's courtroom.
Yes.
When your host has open break rooms, please wait to be assigned.
The person on the Galaxy A32, what is your name, ma'am?
Sorry. Oh, shit. I should just
Ma'am, you're in a courtroom. You're in a courtroom.
Hello.
Ma'am, what is your name on the Galaxy A32?
Charlene Austin.
Okay, Charlene. You can mute yourself.
Mr. Adams, I'm sending you a chat. Please read your chat. If one of you want to go in the breakout room with him,
I'm going to go in the breakout room with Miss Austin.
I'll go in with Mr. Adams. Does he have his own attorney? He's with Miss Brimage, right?
Yes, I think so.
I thought he had Tang, but I'll go into a breakout if he needs to talk to someone.
Mr. Fikens, can you go back to 2?
Yes, thank you.
And Mr. Reed, you can go back to 1.
Miss Brimage? Ms. Brimage, can you hear me?
She's in the courtroom, Jesse.
Oh, she's in the courtroom?
That's who Judge talking to. Yeah.
Oh, she's talking to the judge. Okay.
On the record. Miss Cleveland, I know you have two matters that are sitting in the box. Give me just 1 second and I'm going to get to them. Mr. Fikens, no. Did you call? Where's Mr. Adams? Mr. Adams?
He may be in a breakout room with Mr. Reed, Judge.
Okay. I don't know if all right, let's wait and see what happens. But I'm ready for sentencing as to Mr. Adams. When you all are ready. All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, while we're doing that, I'm going to go to your two. Now, Miss Austin, I know you on here because you paid your fines and costs, right?
No, they kept sending me to a whole bunch of stuff trying to get to the 345. They got a lot of tickets in there, and only a few tickets showing 342 instead of the 345. Miss Mack wanted me to come in and see you this morning.
I need you to physically come down here with your money to pay your tickets, and my clerk and officer will help you get your tickets paid.
Okay, so I come to your office, your room?
Come to, yeah, I wish you would have gotten on earlier, but I know you're at 10:30. It's okay. I need you because you have, and Ms. Drew, how many does she have to pay? Charlene, Austin. Were there 3 matters you had to pay? Did you give it to me?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Now, Miss, come on now. All right, well, let's do this. Bring all your money. Bring all your money with you and come on down here because I've got interviews today and I need you to pay your tickets today.
I'm on my way down there.
How long it's gonna take you to get here?
About 30 minutes. I'll be down there. I'm coming from Harvard.
It ain't gonna take you 30 minutes to get here
Girl,
from
I
no
gotta get
Hartford
dressed
Woods.
too. And I got 2 kids. I do.
Come
I
on,
can
Miss.
bring them
Come
too if
on,
you
Miss
want me to.
Austin.
That's why I said
Miss-
give me 30 minutes. I'll be down there in 30 minutes.
Yes, ma'am, because we want to get this squared away. I can't keep
Okay,
carrying
I'm
this
on
on
my
my
way.
docket. All right, thank you, ma'am.
All
All
right,
right, Mr. Griffin,
What room?
come to courtroom 133, Judge
133.
Holmes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
On my way.
Okay, very good. All right, I have some dates. Was someone saying something to me?
No.
No,
I-
let me get some dates. Okay, let me get dates for the 10:35. I have the following for Tina Nolan, 200-612-9102. When will Miss Nolan be returning?
Thank you, Your Honor. She's in phase 3, but I am gonna ask if she can come back on September 23rd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. I have had a discussion with her. We're gonna talk more, but she's doing very well. So I just want you to know that on the face-to-face.
Very good. I have for James Murray, case number 222-80129.
No, that's my case. I talked to Mr. Murray this morning. He's doing fine. He'll be coming back for a Zoom hearing on September the 16th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, wonderful. I have for Vincent Patricola, case number C211336A.
I had a face-to-face. He actually came down here today and paid $200, Your Honor. Mr. Patricola is doing fine. He'll be coming back to see you also on September 16th at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. And then I have for Jonathan Reddit, case number 210-01821.
Talked to Mr. Reddit also this morning, Your Honor, and he'll also be coming back to see you September the 16th at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did I miss anyone?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
I did not? All right, wonderful. Let's go to Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams, good morning to you. Unmute for me, please.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was okay.
That's okay. You're in good shape. Mr. Adams, will Miss Watt be joining us this morning?
Well, she called me. She said that I had court and she said she didn't have to be there, I guess.
Okay, then I'm ready to proceed. Let's do it. I have Ms. Brimage that's physically here in the courtroom. I have case number 05326-181. Mr. Adams, state your full name for me.
Frederick Adams.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Brimage for probation.
Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department.
All right, Mr. Reed, did you go in the breakout room and talk with Mr. Adams?
I did go in the breakout room, but I didn't have any orders or anything, so I don't know what we were talking. We talked, we said good morning, but I didn't have any information to go over with him.
All right. All right, Mr. Reed. All right, Ms. Brimage, I am sending you that contact for Lake Ridge. It is Jonathan Williams. All right, wonderful. All right, so Ms. Brimage had an opportunity, Mr. Reed. He's coming back for sentencing on an OWI that took place in 2006. I've had an opportunity to review what probation's recommendations are. Ms. Brimage, I'm gonna have you place the recommendations on the record, which this judge happens to concur with. And so I will need a probation order for Mr. Adams. All right, Ms. Brimage?
Your Honor, the sentencing recommendation is 6 months probation, 2 times a week randomly testing with ATS, but they are able to come out and do local testing on Mr. Adams. HEAT program, which will start November the 1st. Probation fines and costs, or sorry, supervision costs of $35 a month, and he does over the court fine, which is $60. And whatever other fines and costs the court is inclined to. Because I think it's a crime victim fee, the crime victim fee, the state cost and the fine.
All right, and so that's everything combined. He owes $560.
Correct. Minus, I'm sorry, it is $770 total if we put in $35 for the supervision for 6 months.
One more time.
$770.
Okay, so I have to put in the $35 per month supervision for 6 months.
That's $210.
$5 a month.
And then that's gonna give him a total of, one more time,
$770.
all right, which he needs to do. You'll have to get that $770 paid over the 6 months. And so,
Okay.
Mr. Reed, my recommendation, because Mr. Adams has mobility issues, and it is a serious charge, so I still need to, he has to serve probation. He's going to do 6 months probation. So the goal is to discharge him 6 months from today's date. He will have to test. You cannot have alcohol. No consumption of alcohol. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Oh, no, I heard you. I know that.
Okay, well, okay. No, all right, so no alcohol at all, and you will test randomly 2 times per week. They are going to come out and test you. They will come to your home, so you need to be there to make sure you can test, so you can be in compliance. Hold on, Mr. Adams, let me finish talking. Let me finish. Don't cut me off. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to respond. But you have to make sure that you're there so that they are able to test you, okay? All right, and Ms. Brimage, will he be able to call in to see if his color has dropped? Then that way, he'll know I need to stay home between these hours to be tested, so that he doesn't have to spend his whole day waiting on ATS.
I'll find out how they do that.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna make sure that works out for you, okay, Mr. Adams?
Well, thank you, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, the other thing that you're gonna have to attend, it's a therapy session specifically designed for African-American men. It's called HEAT. HEAT is going to start November 1st, 2022, and it is offered through Lake Ridge. And you are going to do it by way of Zoom, okay?
Okay.
But you still must be totally committed. You must participate, and you must follow all of the instructions and the guidelines for HEAT, okay?
Now, would they be sending me that information?
Ms. Brimage is gonna make sure you get everything you need so that you are enrolled and can start that program November 1st, okay? That's when the next session starts.
That's fine.
All right, very good. You also owe this court a total of $770. And so I
Okay.
need you to make a payment every month so that when we get to your 6 months, there will be
Right.
nothing holding you up, okay?
Okay. Now, how would I make the payments?
Ms. Brimage will get with you on that as well,
Okay. That's
okay?
perfect.
Because she's going to be your probation officer.
Okay.
All right, do you have any Mr. Reed, any objections to anything that the court has ordered as to Mr. Adams?
No objection, Judge, and I'd just like to put on the record, thanking the court for taking into consideration the lack of mobility that Mr. Adams has. The inpatient, in-home testing, doing heat on Zoom, it's all great, it's good. Mr. Adams, you have a good court order here, and I
Yes, it
recommend that
is.
you follow it. You're in a good place, and I want to thank the court, Judge Holmes, and I want to thank Ms. Brimage for her hard work. Thank you, Judge.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
want to thank you too.
absolutely. All right, Mr. Adams. All right, I'm still going to see you on Zoom. Miss Brimage, how often do you want me to see him?
We can start off with, can we do a month review on Tuesday?
All right, let's do 30 days from today's date, and that's going to be on a Tuesday. So I will see you again on October 4th, 2022, and that's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m.
Okay.
You're gonna Zoom in with me, okay?
Mr. Adams, I'll be calling you this afternoon though.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and so we'll get that probation order done. We'll get it signed off. Mr. Adams, do you have an email address? You have it? All right, Ms. Brimage will make sure he gets a copy of it. Wonderful. All right, you're in great shape, Mr. Adams. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Brimage. All right, let's do it. I'm ready. Mr. Hannah wanted to speak with me, so I'm gonna step off right now and speak with Mr. Hannah. And Ms. Cleveland wants to approach first, Mr. Hannah. All right.
Really quickly.
Bye-bye, Mr. Adams. You are all set.
All right, thank you.
All right. I'm not trying to be negative here. My stitches in my leg, they can't be covered. Yeah. It's always something, honey. Over 50, everything.
Okay, let me see something here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Fine, how are you? Let me see who's speaking?
This is Keith Graham, peer specialist with Pop Off. I received a call from Mrs. Cleveland that Judge Holmes wanted me.
Yes.
Sorry?
She'll be right in. She's gonna be right in with you.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Mhm.
In camera. Good morning, Mr. Graham.
Good morning, Judge Holmes. How are you?
I am well. How are you today?
I am doing well for Friday and getting ready for tomorrow. I'm doing
Okay.
well. Thank you. Yes.
All right, Mr. Graham, I have a huge issue and I need some assistance, and I need some emergency assistance. I have Cody Hanna here in the courtroom on this morning. There has been an issue with him. First of all, getting his medication, his injection in a timely fashion through Pop-Off. And then secondly, he is indicating that the medication is not helping him with the cravings. And so I'm not a doctor. There may need to be some adjustments that need to be made to his medication to help him with the cravings. I need Cody to be able to go in today to meet with the doctor as well as to get his scheduled injection.
Sure.
Can you help me with that?
Yeah, actually, I'm standing in the office with our program doctor, Dr. Sagir, and
Yes.
I'm gonna take you off of my Bluetooth if that's okay, and do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, Dr. Sagir, I'm sorry to bug. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay.
Dr.
I have Dr.
Sagir?
Sagir here as well. Hi there. And if you don't mind, go ahead.
Yes. Good morning, Dr. Sagir.
Good morning.
I have before me today Cody Hanna, and he is receiving services through Pop-Off. Mr. Hanna has tested positive. We have at least 2 tests where he has tested positive for a substance. He is receiving MAT, and that MAT, he has not received his scheduled shots at least twice on a timely basis because the clinic did not have his medication. He's here in the courtroom. We're going into a holiday. I want to get him to Pop-Off today. First of all, for him to get his injection. And then secondly, he's stating that the injections no longer curb the cravings. And so I need to find out what would be the medical response to that, because I'm not a medical doctor, so I can't say change his medicine or give him more or give him less. I need someone to weigh in as to where do we go from here with Mr. Hanna. I'm concerned because the substance that he's testing positive for will kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so we can give him an injection. He last had a Sublocade injection on August 5th, and we can give him an injection today if he feels like he might benefit. But if he's saying it's not working, then the only other alternative medication is methadone. So he would have to enroll at a methadone clinic, and a doctor at that clinic will start him on a safe dose of methadone and try to titrate the dose up over the course of several weeks to get to an effective dose where he feels like he's having a benefit, a good enough benefit. So that's really the next thing to do. If he thinks the buprenorphine is not working, the Sublocade injection, then we would refer him to a methadone clinic.
And you do not do methadone there, is that correct?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't do it because it takes a special license and all sorts of regulations. So we don't treat with methadone here.
Who do we have that's a provider that's a methadone?
It's called Rainbow Center, and I believe it's on Woodward Avenue.
Can you call them, please? And let's see if we can get Cody in today. Doctor, is that your recommendation if he's saying that the dosing is not working for him?
Yes, we can give him, like I said, we can give him a stronger, a higher dose than usual, which we've been doing. We can give him a higher dose, but if he's saying it's not working, and I'm pretty sure we gave it to him the full dose on August 5, so it should have been adequate. So if he's saying it's not working for him, then the only other alternative is methadone enrollment in methadone clinic, and having a doctor there just titrate the dose up until it's at an effective level, and then take it from there.
All right, and so this is what I'd like to do. I have Miss Cleveland checking to see if we can get him to see a doctor and a provider on today. But if we are not able to get him in, Dr. Segura, do you recommend that he still come and get the buprenorphine injection on today?
Yes, I think if he is amenable to it, I think it would be a good idea to take it, just because the dose that we give him, it definitely has suppression of opioid cravings. It definitely works on that level, and also if he was to take some sort of illicit or licit opioid substance, it would prevent him from experiencing a big rewarding high from it. So I think it would be a good idea just to get the injection today, if he is interested, until he can get set up, if he's interested, unless you can get him into the methadone clinic soon. In that case, we would not want to give him the buprenorphine at all, because he would have to wait. It would delay the length of time before he can start the methadone.
Okay, all right. And so what's the latest that you all are available on today? Miss Cleveland is working.
We're here until 5 o'clock today. And if Miss Cleveland can get him into the methadone clinic next week, then I would hold off on getting the injection today. But if it's going to be a month before he can get in, then I would have him come in so he can get the medicine, and that'll give him coverage for a month until he can get into the methadone clinic.
All right, sounds good. Listen, I want to thank you and Mr. Graham for getting on with us. I'm going to give Miss Cleveland an opportunity to work some things out, to see what's going on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, but Mr. Graham, be on standby should we need to return back to pop off for a solution.
I sure will, Judge Holmes. And if I could just add real briefly that Mr. Hanna has missed his scheduled appointment on the 30th for MAT. And then I've been trying to connect with him for like 2 weeks, and he has not been available for any sessions at all. But he did have a behavioral health session with his therapist last month, but I have not been able to talk with him at all.
All right, Mr. Graham, I need him to get set up. I want to have a mental health evaluation done. Can you assist us with getting that done?
I sure can, Your Honor, yes.
All right, and then Mr. Graham, when they are missing their appointments at pop-off, if I could know that information in real time, that would really help me, because today I'm getting one piece of information from Mr. Hannah, one piece of information from you, one piece from Ms. Cleveland, and now it's really hard to connect the dots while I'm trying to make sure I'm making the right decisions and formatting the right order to address Mr. Hannah's concerns that are being presented on today. I do need you to check your chat. I sent you a message, Mr. Graham. You should be able to get that on your phone or your device that you're on. Please look at it. But I need to know that in real time. Their case manager, somebody here needs to know so that I can address it immediately. Because I indicated to Mr. Hannah this morning, MAT alone is not going to help him with his addiction. That it's just not. If it could just be MAT, therapists and counselors and programming and all of those things would not even exist. We just line people up and give them a shot. It takes all of it. Everything that he was assessed and recommended by the professional, the therapist, including counseling, including whatever services, it takes all of that to help him to get through this addiction. And so to hear that he's not been going to appointments, that's problematic for me. That's problematic.
And you're on point with that too, Your Honor. I actually had spent Mrs. Cleveland the last peer note conversation with Mr. Hannah, which was on the 5th of August. And that was the last time him and I had conversed.
Okay.
That's true. And Your Honor, I do have an update on the information. I'm not sure, I don't believe Mr. Hannah is a resident of the city of Detroit, and that's gonna be impactful to my referral for the methadone treatment in the city of Detroit. He has to be a resident to get the treatment at the one in Highland Park or the one in, there's one also in Taylor. I don't know if the city of Monroe there's one in the city of Monroe, but I don't know what county that is. So they're saying that he has to have residency in Wayne County, and I don't believe that. Oh, do you? Is St. Clair? Yes, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I just didn't know, so I just wanted to make sure that we clarified that, because that's how he would be able to get treatment. They said that they could possibly get him in, they're calling me back today, but if not, the earliest day would be on Tuesday, and he still has to go through the DN to get the appointment scheduled.
You want to address that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So they're gonna call you back
if they
today?
can see him today. They're not sure because they have to contact the nurse to see if the nurse can come in and administer. And I think this is them right now.
Okay. All right. Let's see. We're gonna see what happens with the methadone provider. Hopefully we're gonna get an answer. But Mr. Graham, if you could be on standby, I really appreciate you all getting on a Friday. Thank you so much.
Well, and I read the chat, Your Honor, as well. So, okay, we understand.
Yeah, my spelling is probably off, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm concerned. I wanted you to know the nature of my concern.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay,
All
yep,
right.
definitely on standby, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Please be on standby. And then if we can get him somewhere, I'll have Ms. Cleveland reach out and just let you all know that we were able to get him somewhere, so you're not on standby longer than you need to be, okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you both. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right.
Yeah, I am. I do.
Okay. All right. While we're waiting to do that, just so I can move the docket, because I do have interviews that I have to sit in on today. And so, Ms. Drew, are you ready on my 10:30 docket?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Let's do it. The first one I have is for Derek Adams, SP 136715112. Did Mr. Adams pay?
No, Judge, Mr. Adams did not pay.
How much does he owe?
$275.
All right, KBS will issue, I accepted his plea on open alcohol in a motor vehicle. Was that an amended charge?
Let me check this right here. Yes, it was.
All right, I'm going to reinstate the original charge to open alcohol in the motor vehicle as the driver. The KBS will be, the bond will be set at $275 cash or surety. And then on the remaining matters for Mr. Adams, SP 136711511, SP 136733051, case number 154-69236, counts 1 and 2. All of those will be KBS, and there will be a personal bond on each one of those matters. And I think I missed one, 173107492. All of those will be KBS with the personal bond. For Jemiah Adams, SP 3585661, did she pay?
No, she did not, Judge. She owes $420.
All right, I accepted her plea. She's failed to pay. KPS will issue the bond set at $400 cash or surety. For Kwame Alman, SP 1268213, did he pay?
No, Judge, for Mr. Alman owes $195.
KPS will issue the bond, will be set at $195 cash or surety. The remaining matters for Mr. Alman the remaining matters for Mr. Alman are SP 126875551, SP 126823131. Those will be KPS with a personal bond. For Daryl Andrews, SP 118-28051, did he pay?
He paid in full.
Oh, thank you. Somebody paid. All right, we're gonna close out his case. All right, and then Miss Austin is supposed to be on her way here. Miss Drew, how many did she need to pay?
She only was supposed to pay one, and it was $110, and it was not paid.
The two that say review, that those are not for pay?
Okay, let me check that.
Let's just check them and see.
Judge, she owes money on those, I believe.
Those two, so she owes money.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I thought-
That's okay.
So on the review for the case number ending in 62, she's owed $65.
Okay.
And on count 3, she owes $65.
All right, and then what about the SP 114-67243?
She owes $110.
All right, very good. And then the remaining matters are scheduled for dismissal. Is that correct?
Yes, that is.
All right, we'll see if she comes. If she doesn't get here, that's gonna be really sad for her.
I know, Judge. She says
All
she's
right.
gonna bring $350 with her, so
That's plenty. That's more than enough.
hope she comes.
I think she owes 300. It's not, don't make me do math. All right, never mind. I was trying. Y'all don't want me to.
She said
All
that
right.
she came down and the clerk confused her with what tickets to pay on. So maybe if someone is around and can guide her.
That's why I wanted to come to the courtroom. We're gonna walk her through.
Thank you, Judge.
We're gonna help her out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, what's the,
Your Honor, they took his information. They're still working with their administrator over there to see if they can get him in today. So I'm just waiting. She said about 5 or 10 more minutes. She needs to work that out. She said that if today is not the day, they are closed until Tuesday. So it would be Tuesday. That would be.
should we still get him on the 1-800 number as well?
I think they're calling me right now.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Let me not jump the gun. Don't jump the gun, don't jump the gun. All right. I have only one more matter for Raheem Thornton. And that happens to be Miss Cleveland's case as well. So she just stepped out to take a call regarding Mr. Hannah. And then I'll be ready to call that particular case.
Yeah, he's
still gotta go on the 1-800 number, Your Honor.
They can't do it today?
They're gonna try, they didn't know if he was male or female, so they're calling me back in about 5 or 10 more minutes. Because they're still gonna.
Yes, and I need you to be brutally honest with them, as I know you will be, right, Mr. Hannah? Go ahead, let's work it from both ends.
Okay, yeah, and, that's the one in Highland Park. So,
Yeah, it's off on Woodward, Hamilton, I believe.
I think so, I know it's on Woodward, I believe so.
All right.
And, we have another client that's in that program and doing very.
Oh, yes, is this Miss Austin? Miss Austin, you don't even owe me as much money as you think you do. You owe $240. I need you to go to that window and pay it so you can get your dismissals today. I'm sorry. I waived a whole bunch of stuff for you, ma'am. Miss Drew, print out the ROAs of those 3 matters. I need somebody to go call them at that window and tell them to take her money. Okay, because we closing this out today. I'm
Thank
still
you,
streaming live. Okay, y'all making me act out. I done leaned in like Mr. Reed. Take her money. All right. While Miss Drew is doing that, I'm ready on Mr. Thornton. Let me just say to you all, we had some issues today with Mr. Thornton. I just want to prepare you all. We have some issues. I have for Mr. Thornton. Did we wipe off the podium already?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Case number SP 134-24752. Case number Z808-5571. Mr. Thornton, state your name for the record, please.
Raheem Thornton.
All right, Mr. Thornton. Why did I get a message yesterday that you was belligerent with your case manager?
Well, Your Honor, I just been working a lot and, my schedule was conflicting with my treatment and whatnot. And, Ms. Cleveland is doing her job by telling me, making sure I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing. But, only thing I'm having problems with is I'm getting up at 6 in the morning, going to work. I get up at either 6 o'clock or 5:30. Depending on, it'd be hard for me to get to my test on time, to make sure I get my test done, but I've been staying clean though.
But Mr. Thornton, that does not give you the right or the ability to be, hold on, to be disrespectful to Miss Cleveland. One second, Miss Austin, when you pay that, come back in here with your receipt. All right, Miss Drew, call them and tell them, don't play. All right, it doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to Miss Cleveland.
That's why I call Miss Cleveland back. I apologize to Miss Cleveland. I just really feel like, Judge, that being sober is like I'm more. I'm less mellow. Like I'm usually like a mellow type of guy because I used to be high, smoke weed or whatever I was doing, and be more mellow. Seem like I'm more like.
Well, that's why you have to go to your treatment, sir. And you haven't been going.
I've been trying to get into the program. Mr. Williams keep telling me that I have to wait.
Then you started with heat and then you stopped going.
No, I had COVID, miss. I had COVID, I had to quarantine myself. And then I tried to get back into the program. And then,
Hold on, Miss Cleveland.
Okay, Your Honor, so just so you'll know, and I'm gonna give you a little historical background here. He did have COVID, but you've seen him post-COVID. You have been on Zoom and talked to the judge after you've had COVID.
Yes.
In addition to that, I know that you have called Ms. Tanisha. I know that you have contacted her because the last time these things were kind of coming along or, you weren't being compliant then, the judge allowed you the opportunity to reconnect with me. I have that in my notes. They told me that you did call them several times to try to get there. However, the calls never were followed up in person. They need you there in person. They need you to be there and present for that heat training because that's a class. And even though they're at the end of their class, at this time, you are.
Officer Cody's got to go in that room to do, he can't leave out. All right.
You have to remain connected with them because they have to guide you through getting into that treatment part of your plan. So that's the one thing. The other thing, Your Honor, you did call me and apologize yesterday. However, I was quite shocked. And I'm going to say just a little on alert myself for that, the way you were speaking, the tone was just well beyond what was necessary for the conversation we were having. And, you know, I do accept his apology because I know sometimes people speak in the heat of the moment, but, going forward, I told him he cannot talk to me that way because I can't be responsive to him when he's in that state of mind. The next thing I want to say, Your Honors, the last test we have for him is on August 20th, 2022. It was a negative result, and he had been negative prior to that. But after that, he missed 2 days of the next 2 times he was called, Your Honor. He has not been called again this week, but he did miss. And when I was talking to him about the importance of testing when you're called, then that's when things kind of went the way they did. And he said that, I mean, if they can make an appointment, I'm sorry. And then that's when he said to me, his life was not conducive for all the requirements of this test, this court process. And that he has things happening now about parenting. He has work responsibilities, but I did hear him say he got up at 5:30 and Jams closes at 7 o'clock, Your Honor. He has things going on that I hope that he's not trying to put those things in the forefront of his court program and his need to be committed to himself so he can get through this.
Can they get him in today, officer?
No, ma'am. They said he has to go on 1-800.
Yeah, so then the next day would be Tuesday, which is if he has to schedule an appointment.
Okay, I need a plan. Okay, go ahead.
So, Your Honor, again, I think I provided my recommendations for him, but I personally do not believe that he's taking this program as serious as he should be. He sees through some of the other co-participants that this is a life or death matter at times, that we are trying to help them get on the right path of recovery so they can save their own lives. And then, you know, just like you said, Your Honor, when you engage with people who are part of the public, which that would be me, you know, it shouldn't be a scary engagement. I should not be so concerned about the conversation that we're having that I have to immediately report and my judge of what's going on.
He hasn't tested since August 20th. That's 2 weeks without testing. Why have you not tested?
Your Honor, I'm thinking what I'm saying is that I just been having pressure from my work, from my work, because I started working with a new crew of people. And the only thing it's been is that Ms. Cleveland, it's just my time has been conflicted, and I know that it's my fault.
Sir, hold on. Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. You came to my court for driving with a high VAC at or above 0.17. That's why you came to me. We have put you in a program to help you. If you feel your life is not conducive for this, let's cut our loss today. I can send you over to the Wayne County Jail for up to, I think, 90 days or up to 120 days. I don't know how many. I'm sure the attorneys will figure it out. And then you can go back to your life as you know it. But understand that when you decide to drink and then drive a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit, you have placed me in danger and everybody I like, love, hate, and don't care nothing about. And that will not happen on my watch. And nobody is concerned about your job, your other responsibilities, or anything else above your sobriety. Your sobriety has to be first. I don't know what you're doing if you're not compliant with my orders. So you can tell me all day, every day, 30 days straight that you're not drinking, you're not smoking, you're not doing whatever. I have no way of knowing because you are not in compliance with my order. And that is unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
I just want to apologize for the court. You're right.
Is this the first time he's not been in compliance? I think I had to shake him up before.
There was a warning given without a sanction last time, Your Honor.
He's gonna get sanctioned today. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Sure, Your Honor. Well, I think he's right now a little overwhelmed. I think he's let circumstances get to him. But that's no excuse, Judge. I'm just trying to say what I think has been happening with him, with Mr. Thornton. I think he needs certainly a wake-up call that all of these court orders need to be followed. And he has to put that first, because if he doesn't put sobriety first, as this court has said many times before, everything else will go away anyway. The people will go away who are causing you conflict. The job will go away that's causing conflict. Everything that you want will go away that causes normal human being conflict, because he would be sitting in the Wayne County Jail for up to at least 90 days, Judge. That's what we do know.
At least.
And so I implore him that take a breath. It's overwhelming at times, but that happens to us all, and we can reason through it. And if you have problems, the person you ought to talk to is a person who you might have chewed out the other time, but talk to her about that. Talk to her in a reasonable manner. Let her know what's going on, because that way she can help you and not be offensive to you, and not feel like she is putting herself unduly into your life. If you call her and let her know and take care of that business, this stuff won't happen. And Judge, I think he is overwhelmed. It sounds like he was. I'm glad he apologized right away. I hope that he can learn from this and learn that he needs to be compliant with his court's orders. Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I would agree with what Mr. Fikens has said. You cannot be disrespectful to our case managers. First of all, they work hard. It's important that you be civil and respectful with case managers. Also, drug testing is so important. That's the only way we know that you are clean and sober. You can say you're not using anything, but only the drug test will prove that you are not using anything. So it's so important that you do your drug testing. I believe that Mr. Thornton is relatively new to the program. That's no excuse. I also believe that, as Mr. Fikens has said, Mr. Thornton is getting overwhelmed. I can understand that. I don't want to see him go to jail today, Judge. I think that some other sanctions could be placed for him to learn that it's important to be respectful and civil, and it's important to follow the court's orders. Drug testing, counseling, it's all important. It's all part of being in the drug treatment program, and everyone does it. We're not picking on Mr. Thornton. I understand that your job is important, but you can't work if you're locked up in the county jail. And that's where you appear to be heading. I'm not recommending jail for him today, Judge. I would like to see him have an opportunity to straighten it up, to tighten it up, and I would ask for some other sanction other than incarceration. Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Cleveland, I have a couple of issues. He's been with us since June 28th, 2022. We're in September.
Yes.
He's not in any treatment.
Yeah, or at least not compliant with it.
How is he going to be able to do heat if he works during the day?
That's something that we had discussed before, and he was telling me, based on the nature of his work, which appears to be as an independent contractor, he has not updated me on a new permanent position with something
Sir,
else.
put your hand down. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to speak.
And typically what I recognize as independent contracting work is setting hours that are agreeable to you. Now, he did mention to me yesterday that he has a shift now or some scheduled work that he does, and it's 12 hours a day. And he did mention to me yesterday that he felt that it was going to be very challenging for him to complete this program because of his commitments to his
Yeah,
family.
I say let him go to jail then. I mean, what you want to say? Good, Ms. Cleveland, I'm clear. What you want to say, Mr. Thorne?
I just really just like to tell the court, and once again, I would like to apologize for my interaction with Ms. Cleveland yesterday. I just have to just say, this is like, as a man, me going to the man I am today, this is like one of the most stressful times of my life. Like, I'm actually being sober. I've never actually been sober for a time in my life ever. I'm about to have a child, and it seems like there's never enough that I can do to provide.
No,
and
it's
whatever-
not, it's not that you're not doing enough. You're not doing anything that I've ordered you to do. You're not testing, you're not going to treatment, all of the things that can help you as you are dealing with manhood from a sober position. All of the things that I have ordered you can help you, but you're not helping yourself.
Right, as far as, it goes to treatment and stuff, as Ms. Cleveland told me to stay in touch with Mr. Williams, I've tried my best, like she said, I talked to them, and Ms. Tamisha, she said she would give me a call back. I've been calling them to try to see if I can get in the program. Just today, I just realized that I won't be able to get into the program until November 1st. I've been trying my best to get into the program and comply. Only thing it is, I haven't been able to, Mr. Williams didn't specify that it was only going to be on the first. And I understand.
Yeah, because they're already into their cycle. The next class is starting November 1st.
And I had to COVID, I understand that I haven't been testing, I did test out.
No, these last 2 weeks that you haven't tested has nothing to do with COVID. You're not going to distort my record.
That's not exactly, that's what I was saying, I know I had COVID then, and that's why I couldn't get into the program when I wanted to and was supposed to. I was saying, as far as me not testing last week, I understand that I was wrong for that. And I don't wanna, make no excuses, but that's the reason why.
But Mr. Thornton, you can't keep coming before me and not being in compliance with my program and
Yes,
walking
ma'am.
out that door over there that says exit. You're gonna have to walk through this door. You can't keep doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not gonna be able to do that.
It won't happen again, Your Honor.
I'm sure it's not gonna happen again, because I'm gonna put some controls in place that's gonna make you think twice about it happening again. That's just what's gonna happen today. That's what's gonna happen today. Listen, Miss Cleveland, I did this earlier with Mr. Williams. Heat doesn't start until November 1st. Let's have him set him up for counseling with Mr. Williams until heat starts November 1st, and then he will start heat.
Yes, sir.
And that way, you'll still have some services going on, and you will start heat on November 1st.
Yes,
And that way you'll have an opportunity to get everything together. Ms. Cleveland,
Yes, sir.
we're going to call Mr. Joel. He can't make it to testing, I'm gonna put him on an alcohol tether. And that way, he ain't gotta make it to testing. Maybe he can go once, I'll send him once a week. That'll satisfy our standard. But I'm gonna put him on an alcohol tether
Yes, sir.
until he starts to be in compliance with my program.
Yes, sir.
And then that way, sir, you have to meet the requirements of the program.
Yes, Your Honor.
You must. It's a program that works, but it's not designed by people that come to us needing help. There's already a structure in place that I must follow. There's a bare minimum that I must follow. So that's what I'm going to do. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
No objection, Judge.
No objection, Judge. Thank you for not locking him up today. Because I could see that coming, Judge. He has
Oh,
to
see
follow
it.
the court's orders. He can't do the program his way. He has to do it the way it's set up by the court. And thank you for not locking him up.
Thank you, Your Honor. And will the tether, I will call them and ask them to come here to the court to place it on?
Yes, ma'am.
But is this something that we will be sponsoring, or he is be?
No, he's working. That's the whole reason he can't do nothing. So he can pay for his own tether.
So, sir, you will have to pay for that.
Yes, he'll pay for his own tether. He's working.
How much is it, Your Honor?
I don't know. How much is it? It's $6 a day or something?
Something like that, Your Honor. May I ask, though, Your Honor, because he probably was not prepared, sir.
Let me say this to you, Mr. Thorne. Let me tell you who I'm not. I'm not nice little Miss Tosha Cleveland that's gonna say, please, sir, don't disrespect me. Sir, I will set it off in here. You disrespect me. Now you stand up and you man up because you put yourself in this situation. And Miss Cleveland, despite the fact that you were rude to her, she's still trying to work something out for you. So you stand up, man up, and let's take care of this. Miss Cleveland, what are you saying?
My apologies, Your Honor. He was not prepared for this today, I'm sure.
Okay.
I would like to ask if possibly if we can pay for, the court can pay for the installation of the device and possibly the first 2 weeks so that he can prepare himself through his work and his employment to assume the cost of this.
Or to be able to go to testing.
Or to be able
I think
to
that's a reasonable request. Did you hear that?
Yes,
Mr.
Your
Thorne,
Honor.
that came from little nice Miss Toshi Cleveland, who you was rude and disrespectful to. Little nice Miss Toshi Cleveland, that didn't come from the judge. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, any objection? We'll pay for his alcohol tether for 2 weeks and his installation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge,
And
thank
then
you.
maybe you can work out with your job schedule and all of those things so that you are able to go to testing, and then we can take the tether off. How about that? You may only have to wear it for 2 weeks. You got 2 whole weeks to come up with a plan. What do you think about that?
Okay, Your Honor.
Okay, doable, right?
Yes.
Fair, right? Okay. All right, then that's what we'll do. I need it installed today because he's not able to go test. He's so busy. And then I need you to reach out to Mr. Williams right now so he can set up a schedule. If Mr. Williams decides that he wants to do it by way of Zoom, I don't have an issue with that. Your counseling sessions with him until November 1st, I don't have an issue with that, okay? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So see, we're still making it work. Now, Mr. Thorne, you're not gonna be able to come in here another time and not be in compliance with my orders. This is the second time, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. The next time, he's going through the gray door. He's not going through the door that has exit over it. He's going through the gray door, the door of no return until a couple of weeks later. That's the door he'll go through. And I think I'm being more than fair. I'm
Yes,
being
sir.
more than fair. These are proximal goals. Show up where you're supposed to show up, do what you're supposed to do, tell the truth. Everybody walks through the door capable of doing that. And when you're not capable, we will help you. But then when we help you and you still don't do it, there's nowhere else for me to send you but through the gray door, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Questions for me, Ms. Cleveland?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you're not free to leave. Ms. Cleveland has to make arrangements. We'll get you squared away. And then I want you to make the arrangements with Mr. Williams today as well before he leaves. So we all on one page, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good.
May I give him his next court date?
Yes, next court date. Mr. Thornton, let's get your next court date. When is it?
Your Honor, it will be September 16th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. via Zoom at this time.
All
Can you
right.
say it one more time?
September 16th,
Okay.
2022 at 8:35 a.m. and it will be via Zoom unless the court orders you to come in person.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Thornton. Have a seat and we'll get with you. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. I know
Thank you, Your
you're
Honor.
stretching thin. All right. I have one more matter, Ms. Shirlene Austin, and I have interviews at 12:30. And so did Ms. Austin pay, Ms. Drew?
Let me check, Judge.
She has her receipt.
Okay. Perfect, thank you.
Make sure she's balanced out, zeroed out.
Yes.
She paid all three?
In full. Yes, she did.
All right, so as to Ms. Austin, case number SP 1205366, counts 2 and 3. I am closing those matters. She's paid them in full. For SP 114-67243, I'm closing that matter. She's paid it in full. The following matters will be dismissed without prejudice for Ms. Austin. I don't know if you want to run ROAs. I need to sign off on it, but however you want to do it. Okay, all right, let's do it. I have SP 103-5588, counts 2 and 3. I also have case number SP 106-47031, SP 114-6722, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 114-6724, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 120-536-61, case number 18307-6931, and case number 19435-1311. All of those matters are being dismissed without prejudice. Miss Austin, you should be so happy. If not, I am happy for you. She said, I'm clapping for myself. Yeah, ma'am, you are in great shape. Thank you. Listen, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, did you all look at whether or not she can get her license? She may have some reinstatement fees she has to pay.
Judge,
And she can do that with the Secretary of State, right?
yeah, she has to pay them down here, but that's money that goes to the Secretary of State. They cannot be waived, but she should go to the Secretary of State first. As Mr. Reed has advised many clients, if they give you a license, run out the door very fast and say thank you. But if not,
There you go.
pay those fees.
All right, so your reinstatement fees, I can't waive those. They're $45 per ticket, right, Mr. Fikens?
Yes,
And so, but I would recommend today, you're out already, go down to the Secretary of State. Tell them I'm coming to get a license. Don't start telling them, listen, don't start telling them what the judge said and all of that, and just say, I want a license. See what they tell you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, but we putting it all in the system. She's gonna get it all in the system, all your dismissals and your closures, and that's it for you. That's it here.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, for coming down. All right, thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, we are in great shape. Miss Cle, oh, where did Miss Cleveland go? She trying to do 100 things. I've got to go do interviews, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings. Ask to Cody Hannah, let me, come on, I'll sign off for whatever you have for me. No, go ahead, Cody, go ahead. Cody, go ahead. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, I just wanted to let you all know that he is not going to jail at this time unless he just does something really over the top. What I am trying to do is get Mr. Hannah treatment because I'm concerned, okay?
Thank you.
So I'm not gonna have you all stay on. I am going to release you because I have to do these interviews. And I need you all to just be on standby.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
If you all could do that, that would be great.
Have a safe weekend, Judge. Be safe this weekend. And what time is the barbecue gonna be ready on Monday?
Come on, Mr. Reed. We're gonna have a healthy barbecue Sunday. We barbecuing Sunday. Come on by. There'll be some meat on the grill because I think my folks gotta eat on Sunday. But there'll be some meat on a separate grill.
Oh, okay. Put your broccoli or whatever you put on for yourself.
Broccoli, asparagus, potatoes, onions, and mushrooms, and a piece of fish. I'm big balling this weekend, Mr. Reed.
It sounds good, Judge. It sounds good.
Yes, sir. All right, you all be on standby. We'll let you know. Hopefully, there is nothing else. Thank you for your patience this morning. We're still working it out with Ms. Hannah. All right, thank you all. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Thank you, Ms. Drew.
You're welcome, Judge.
All right.
Ms. Wilson, Ms. Drew, be safe.
What you putting? Oh, thank you, ma'am.